And good morning as Hiland comes in with a record of 14-5-1. They won 7 straight. They're trying to get to the state tournament for the first time in school history. They're taking on third-ranked Grandview Heights, the Bobcats, a record of 14-4-2. They won 5 games in a row. They're trying to get back to the state tournament for the first time since 2018. Stay tuned for the pregame show on WKLM.
Beachy's Auto Care and Truck Center continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 359-5421. Or in Berlin at 674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto Care and Truck Center in Winesburg and Berlin. Stop in all this week for these great deals at Rody's IGA Marketplace. Get beef shoulder boneless English roast for $4.79 a pound, pork loin bone-in rib chops for $2.79 a pound, and russet potatoes for $4.99 each. They also have beef loin boneless New York strip steak for $9.99 a pound, beef shoulder boneless English steak for $4.99 a pound, pork loin bone-in country style ribs for $2.79 a pound, Ballpark all meat franks for $3.29. Don't forget to call 674-7075 for meat, cheese, and party platters at Rody's IGA.
Are you tired of wasting money on your home energy bills? Let Home Siding Contractors show you just how affordable replacing your windows can be. Provia has developed a reputation within the vinyl replacement window industry for having the best features and options. The Provia Endure and Aspect windows are as stunningly beautiful as they are energy efficient, and over time will pay for themselves. Call Home Siding Contractors today to set up your free in-home evaluation by calling 888-725-6619.
Home Siding Contractors.
Kick off Black Friday pricing during the 35th Annual Harvest Sale, November 4th, 5th, and 6th at Millersburg Electric. Save up to $930 on a General Electric fridge door refrigerator with a new fingerprint-resistant stainless steel with ice and water dispenser. Plus, save 25% on all locally handcrafted Monarch brand mattresses. Qualified customers receive 12 months interest-free. Get fair stromboli from the Italian eatery stand in their parking lot all 3 days from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. All at Millersburg Electric's Harvest Sale, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, November 4th through the 6th.
This is Raleigh Mast. I'm a fleet mechanic with Yoder Lumber Logistics. We are a truckload carrier and broker servicing customers east of the Rocky Mountains. We have a fleet of late model equipment specializing in flatbed and Conestoga freight. At Yoder Lumber Logistics, we take pride in offering our customers fast and friendly service at competitive rates for all their inbound and outbound needs. Give us a call today at 330-893-3131.
Are you having ongoing issues with your flat or low slope roof? MEB Systems of Sugar Creek specializes in flat or low slope roofs and has been serving the community and beyond since 1977. Whether it's tracking down or resolving a persistent leak, you are in need of a complete roof replacement, or you have a new build, MEB Systems will strive to find the best solution for you. They believe if a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems Incorporated today at 330-852-4333 and visit them online at mebsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all Holmes County athletes a safe and healthy season.
Many things can cause damage to your vehicle. A deer, another car, or that parking lot pole that came out of nowhere. Regardless, your ride needs to be repaired. And Finish Line Auto Body is the place to go. Finish Line will help pay your insurance deductible. That's right, Finish Line will pay up to $500. You could get your vehicle repaired while paying $0 out of pocket. Call or visit the Finish Line Auto Body Customer Care Center for details. Located on State Route 83, across from Pomerane Hospital in Millersburg.
Now that we're into the fall season, those tanning days have come to an end, right? Not if you go to the Beach Club Tanning Salon. At both their Millersburg and Berlin locations, they are continuing their monthly special where you can buy 1 month of unlimited tanning and share it with a friend, and buy 5 tanning passes and get 2 free. Don't forget that they have 2 great locations now on Glen Drive in Millersburg and on West Main Street in Berlin. Take advantage of the fall specials at the Beach Club Tanning Salon in Millersburg and Berlin.
It's time for Before the Kick, brought to you by Hauberens Insurance in Millersburg.
Are you covered? Hi, this is Larry Hobron from Hobron's Insurance Service in Millersburg and Sugar Creek. We don't believe in selling our customers the cheapest insurance coverage. We believe in selling you the right insurance coverage. At Hobron's Insurance Service, we won't sell you a minimum limits policy when you have a home or business to protect. We'll set you up a policy that offers you complete coverage for the long-term peace of mind. See our full list of services on our website at hobronsinsurance.com or call us at 674-9091 or 1-800-340-3767 for a complete insurance coverage quote.
And I'm joined by a Hiland Hawks soccer coach and Scott Boddicker coming off that 1-0 win over Memphis to advance on to the regional finals for the first time since 2018. A great start for your team, Scott. Talking about your win the other night, that goal scored by Hiland Howe being the difference to get that victory.
Yeah, we started that game, really well. I think we had talked a little about this in our pregame interview before that game that, didn't feel like they had probably seen too many teams that played quite the way that we played. And, felt like that was really to our advantage the first 25 minutes or so of that game. They didn't know quite what hit them. And unfortunately, we probably should have put the game away with multiple goals, and it just didn't happen.
It didn't, but you were able to overcome that to get that win. How about that second half? Had some opportunities in that second half. A good job by your defenders, and also your goalkeeper, Wyatt Freeman, doing a good job to prevent them from scoring.
Yeah, when the other team goes into desperation mode, sometimes you have to go into desperation mode defending, and we were definitely in desperation mode defending a little bit towards the end. But proud of the guys that for the most part we kept our heads, didn't do anything crazy or stupid in the last little bit, and made them earn their opportunities. Sometimes when people get crazy like that, it causes you to do something dumb, and you end up giving them things that they maybe couldn't have earned on their own, and I was proud that we didn't do that.
They got that win. Of course, moving on to the regional championship game. I mentioned the first time since 2018. Of course, that year you lost to Grandview Heights in that regional finals, and of course lost to them last year in the regional semifinals. What about this Grandview Heights team? How similar do you think they are from the team you faced a season ago?
Very similar. Only graduated a couple of guys from last year, so it's mostly the same crew. A 4-1 loss, although I think that final scoreline really was not fair to us. The game was much more competitive than that. And again, that game was a good illustration of what I was just mentioning. We literally gave them 2 of their 4 goals. We didn't make them earn it at all. And we cannot beat a good team like that if we make those kinds of giant errors. So that will definitely be one of our focus today is make them earn anything they get.
And especially the guys that are on this team that played last year that are exposed to Grandview Heights. So do you think that helps at all, just having that experience going up against a team like this?
Yeah, absolutely. We played them in August in one of our 4 preseason scrimmages, knowing that there's a good chance we could face off with them again here at the end of the season, and unfortunately, that didn't go real well. We had a bunch of guys injured and didn't even play that day, but it was still an important experience for us. We scrimmaged the defending state champ Marymount that day off also, and those challenges against really good teams are what we need to be prepared, and I think we are.
So, Scott, in the end, this is why you play, right? An opportunity to get to the regional finals, an opportunity to get to the state tournament. So you're going to have to beat a good team to do that, and guys have an opportunity to do that here today.
Yeah, absolutely. You at some point you got to beat someone good, and this has been a game we've been in many times, and unfortunately it hasn't quite gone our way, but we pointed out to the team last night, we've always been competitive in these games. Our fighting spirit has always come out, and, we expect that to be the case here as well.
All right, Scott. Well, thanks for your time, and good luck today.
Thank you very much, Matt.
That's the voice of the Hiland Hawks head soccer coach, Scott Boddicker.
Before the Kick has been brought to you by Hobron's Insurance in Millersburg.
East Home's Veterinary Clinic in Berlin and Millersburg also owns Pampered Paws in Millersburg and the Red Rough Inn in Berlin. East Home's Veterinary Clinic is there for all your pet needs, whether it is for veterinary services, grooming, or boarding. there is only one place to call. That's East Homes Veterinary Clinic with locations in Berlin at 893-2057, Millersburg at 674-5591, Pampered Paws 674-7297, or the Red Rough Inn at 893-2057. Stop in today.
You can never go down the wrong trail when you go to Millersburg Tire Service. They have the best brands, along with the most experienced tire experts in the area. When it comes to tires and homes in surrounding counties, pick the right trail and drive the Millersburg Tire Service. They've been getting the job done right for 68 years. That's Millersburg Tire Service, located off State Route 39, east of Millersburg. Call 674-1085.
If you're ready to upgrade the outside look of your home, then look no further than Diamond Coat Building Products at MRV Siding Supply. Diamond Coat Siding is built to last, and it comes with a 30-year no-fade warranty and 30 colors to choose from. Stop by on County Road 623 in Millersburg or call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Get financial solutions when you need it from Dave Stayball Financial Services. After winning 6 state championships as a head basketball coach, Dave Stayball knows that planning, preparation, and hard work can lead to success. And the same can be applied to your financial future. Whether you are a young adult, individual, family, or a business, Dave Stayball Financial Services will establish financial goals and income protection. Contact Dave Stayball Financial Services at 893-1900, located at 4585 State Route 39, Millersburg. Securities offered through ON Equity Sales Company, member FINRA SIPC.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first third-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Wouldn't it make sense to be ready for whatever Mother Nature may throw your way? Bad storms can cause power outages, unpredictable weather with high winds. MRE Services has you covered with standby generators that come on when the power goes off. Imagine never having to look in the dark for your candles and flashlights again. Give MRE Services a call to find out just how affordable owning a generator can be by calling 330-897-4869.
MRE Heating, Cooling, and Electrical.
Last season, Hiland went 14-5-1. They lost in the regional semifinals to Grandview Heights by a score of 4-1 a season ago. And for Grandview Heights last year, they went 13-4-4, and they would fall in the next game in the regional championship, going down to Millersburg last season in the regional final game by a score of 2-1. This season for Hiland, a record of 14-5-1. They lost their first 3 games of the season when they were going through some injury issues at that point in the season. A 4-3 loss to Bluffton on the road, 4-1 loss at home to Marlington, a 2-0 loss also at Riverview. But then they got things going after that as Hiland would get a victory over Mansville Christian. After a loss to Western Reserve Academy, they would rattle off 8 consecutive wins, a 1-1 tie to Youngstown Cardinal Movie, and also a 3-1 loss that was at Orville before winning their last 7 games. So Hiland has won 7 straight games, and they've won 13 of the last 15 games going into this regional championship game for this afternoon. And for Grandview Heights, they have a record of 14-4-2. They lost their second game of the season at Bishop Watterson 5-3. Also a 2-2 tie this season to Troy Christian School. A 2-2 tie to Hilliard Bradley, a 2-0 loss. That was at Olentangy Berlin in that loss for them. A 1-0 loss also at the Wellington School out of Columbus. A 4-2 loss at home to Bexley also. But since then, all victories for this Bobcats team as they have won 5 straight contests entering to this game today. The third-ranked team in Division III. Hiland averaging 3.5 goals per game on the season, while Grandview Heights averages just under 3.5 goals per contest. While for Grandview Heights allowing just over 1 goal per game, and Hiland just under 1.5 goals per game allowed on the season coming into this game for today. As far as the tournament trails are concerned for the two teams in Division III East 1 District, Hiland, of course, was the top seed, and they would defeat Sandy Valley, the 9 seed, 14-0, the capture of the sectional title. Then in the district semifinals, Hiland down the 5 seed Tusky Valley, 3-0. Then a win in the district championship, of course, over the 3 seed West Muskingum by a score of 7-1. And in the Central 1 District for Grandview Heights, they were the top seed. They would defeat the 19 seed Columbus International 8-0 in their sectional title. Then in the district semifinals, a 10-0 victory over the 16 seed Fisher Catholic, and then eventually a win in the district championship game over the Columbus Wellington School. Kind of revenge game from the regular season loss to them. They defeated them in the district title by a score of 2-0. And of course, in the Division III regional tournament, in the regional semifinal matchups, Hiland would up in Minford, 12th-ranked Medford by a score of 1-0. Grandview Heights would down Wheelersburg to avenge their loss to them last year in the regional finals. They won 1-0 in their regional semifinal match over Wheelersburg. So Hiland against Grandview Heights in this regional championship game today. The winner would move on to the state semifinals. That would be played on next Wednesday, November 10th, at a site and time to be determined against either number 1 ranked and defending state champion Cincinnati Madera or 10th ranked Worthington Christian, as those two teams are squaring off, of course, today as well. Other games going on in the Division III Regional Championship in soccer today has 5th ranked Kirtland taking on 6th ranked Crestview. The winner of that game will face either 4th ranked Ottawa Hills or Ottoville in the state semifinals again next Wednesday, November 10th, at a site and time to be determined. For Hiland, taking a look at their history for them in the regional championship. In 2018, they lost to Grandview Heights 3-0 in the regional finals. In 2013, they lost to Worthington Christian 2-0 in the regional championship game. In 2012, a loss to Worthington Christian also in the regional finals 4-2. In 2010, they had a loss in the regional championship game to Worthington Christian 2-1. And in 2007, a loss to Worthington Christian also in the regional finals 3-2 in overtime. And also in 2006, lost in the regional finals to Worthington Christian 2-0 in the regional finals that year. So Hiland, plenty of trips to the regional finals, but have not been able to get over the hump yet against these outstanding Worthington Christian teams or Grandview Heights over the years. For Grandview Heights, for them, this is their second straight trip to the regional championship game, and the state semifinals, the last trip to the state was in 2018. Of course, after they defeated Hiland, they would lose in the state semifinals to Dayton Christian 3-2, and then in 2017, Grandview Heights, they would fall to Cincinnati Summit Country Day in the state semifinals 3-2, and of course, Country Day would go on to win the state championship that year. And in 2014, Grandview Heights lost in the state championship game 4-3 in overtime to Mansfield Christian. So 2 of the 3 times that they've been to the state, going back to 2014, they have lost to the eventual state champions in Division III. Stay tuned, we'll have more to come in the pregame show after this on WKLM.
When it comes to the service of your farm equipment, your one-stop shop should be at Buckeye Farm and Garden. In their full-service garage, they can work on any construction tractor, farm equipment, or fleet service. And check out their shop for their selection of construction and farm equipment to rental equipment. Buckeye Farm and Garden will try to get you what you need to get the job done. Whether it's farm equipment, parts, or service, stop by Buckeye Farm and Garden, located off State Route 39 between Millersburg and Berlin. Check them out at BuckeyeFarmandGarden.com or call 674-0456. Buckeye Farm and Garden, your farm equipment connection.
Are you looking for a new career? This is Adam Great from the Commercial and Savings Bank. Did you know that CSB has won the North Coast 99 Award 5 years in a row? We are proud to be recognized by ERC as one of Northeast Ohio's great workplaces for top talent. Being part of the CSB family has been a great experience for me, and I feel blessed to start my career here. Come see what makes us a great workplace and learn how you can join our team. For our current openings, visit our careers page at csb1.com. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal opportunity employer.
If you're looking for a fresh approach to pet nutrition, then it's time to go with Exclusive at TMK Farm Service. Every Exclusive formula is created with purposeful nutrition in mind, and high-quality ingredients that are good for pets. How's Exclusive different, you ask? Well, from exploring new and innovative ways to enrich the lives of pets, thorough research, quality assured and balanced nutrition, you can see why it's the perfect meal for your pet. Get Exclusive at TMK Farm Service, with 3 locations to serve you: Berlin, Sugar Creek, and New Bedford.
This is Jim Smucker, president of Keim in Charm, Ohio. You'll find Keim Home Center located on 50 acres in the rolling hills of Holmes County. Do you have a home building or woodworking project in mind? If so, Keim has an unmatched selection of items available for you. At Keim, our team of experts is committed to caring for your project like we care for our own. We offer convenient pickup and delivery options. Visit Keim Home Center or go to keimhome.com to learn more. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Come to the Kaufman Realty and Auctions Absolute Commercial Real Estate Auction on Monday, November 8th at noon. Looking for a warehouse space or affordable commercial property? This could be your ticket to get situated in a business of your own. The main building is 82 by 78 with several additions, along with 10,000 square feet of commercial buildings. Located at 382 South Mount Anthony Street and 375 Railroad Street in Millersburg. For more information, contact Dave Kaufman at 330-204-6514. That's the Kaufman Realty and Auction Absolute Commercial Real Estate Auction on Monday, November 8th at noon. Stop in all this week for these great deals at Roadie's IGA Marketplace. Get beef shoulder boneless English roast for $4.79 a pound, pork loin bone-in rib chops for $2.79 a pound, and russet potatoes for $4.99 each. They also have beef loin boneless New York strip steak for $9.99 a pound, beef shoulder boneless English steak for $4.99 a pound, pork loin bone-in country style ribs for $2.79 a pound, and ballpark all meat franks for $3.29. Don't forget to call 674-7075 for meat, cheese, and party platters at Roadie's IGA. With tightening budgets and resources, schools face a daunting task these days, providing young people with all they need to equip them for the years ahead. Denko Marketing in Millersburg urges you to support our students and youth in whatever way you can. Whether it's the giving of your time and experience or donating items for use by educators, groups, or clubs, everyone can make a difference. Denko Marketing of Millersburg hopes you're giving back to the young people of today. Denko Marketing of Millersburg, where the business at hand is the business of home.
Many things can cause damage to your vehicle. A deer, another car, or that parking lot pole that came out of nowhere. Regardless, your ride needs to be repaired. And Finish Line Auto Body is the place to go. Finish Line will help pay your insurance deductible. That's right, Finish Line will pay up to $500. You could get your vehicle repaired while paying $0 out of pocket. Call or visit the Finish Line Auto Body Customer Care Center for details. Located on State Route 83, across from Pomerane Hospital in Millersburg.
Beachy's Auto Care and Truck Center continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 359-5421. Or in Berlin at 674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto Care and Truck Center in Winesburg and Berlin.
Are you tired of wasting money on your home energy bills? Let Home Siding Contractors show you just how affordable replacing your windows can be. Provia has developed a reputation within the vinyl replacement window industry for having the best features and options. The Provia Endure and Aspect windows are as stunningly beautiful as they are energy efficient, and over time will pay for themselves. Call Home Siding Contractors today to set up your free in-home evaluation by calling 888-725-6619.
Home Siding Contractors.
Time is of the essence this Christmas season, and that's why you can't go wrong with our selection of Citizen watches. Hi, this is Sue Spila at the jewelry store, inviting you in to see my newly revamped stock of Citizen watches for men and ladies. Check out our Quartz Movement Citizen watches that are affordable, very accurate, and low maintenance. Or you can go with the Echo Drive, the only technology that harnesses any light to power your watch, and all come with a 5-year warranty. Make your timely purchase this Christmas with a Citizen watch at the jewelry store, 97 West Jackson Street in Millersburg.
This is Jim Smucker, president of Kime in Charm, Ohio. You'll find Kime Home Center located on 50 acres in the rolling hills of Holmes County. Do you have a home building or woodworking project in mind? If so, Kime has an unmatched selection of items available for you. At Kime, our team of experts is committed to caring for your project like we care for our own. We offer convenient pickup and delivery options. Visit Kime Home Center or go to kimehome.com to learn more. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Kessler and senior midfielder Connor Hayes, junior midfielder Leo Marcelana, and also senior defender Adam Narsalis, and senior midfielder Jack Mullett, junior midfielder that's Gunnar Seinel, and also starting for them will be sophomore midfielder and defender Will DeVere, and senior forward and midfielder Keegan Carney, almost junior forward and midfielder Danny Claypool, and senior defender, and that is Ellie Shapiro. For Grandview Heights, the third-ranked team in Division III, a record of 14-4-2. They won 5 games in a row, and they're coached by James Gertis. And for the Hiland Hawks, starting for them will be senior goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman, along with junior forward Reese Mullet, also junior midfielder Kurt Kaufman, and senior midfielder Zach Mullet, senior forward Kaylin Howe, and sophomore midfielder Corbin Miller, junior defender Trevor Hostether, and senior defender Carlos Taparia, senior defender Micah Coons, and junior midfielder Drew Nisley, and freshman midfielder, that is Zeke Boddicker, along with the, as I mentioned, senior goalkeeper and Wyatt Freeman. Hiland, a record of 14-5-1. They won 7 straight in 13 of the last 15 games, trying to get to the state tournament for the first time in school history, and they're coached by Scott Boddicker. I'll take another break, come back with the opening kick right after this on WKLM.
Are you having ongoing issues with your flat or low slope roof? MEB Systems of Sugar Creek specializes in flat or low slope roofs and has been serving the community and beyond since 1977. Whether it's tracking down or resolving a persistent leak, you are in need of a complete roof replacement, or you have a new build, MEB Systems will strive to find the best solution for you. They believe if a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems Incorporated today at 330-852-4333 and visit them online at mebsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all Holmes County athletes a safe and healthy season.
Virtually everyone dreams of being their own boss. If you're dreaming of starting a business, let us help you make that dream come true. This is Paula Aron from the Kilbuck Savings Bank. A business startup loan can be daunting, but our lenders simplify the process. They explain the steps and are with you every step of the way. Your goals become our goals as we craft a business loan that's just right for you. Start making your business dreams come true. The Kilbuck Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you're thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You are ready for retirement, but are your finances? I'm Rob Huvis with Edward Jones Investments in Millersburg. Let's work together to help ensure that your finances can keep up with your own needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by my office at 212 North Washington Street. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Deductible paid. Don't let the insurance companies tell you where to fix your car, your body shop, Finish Line Auto Body on the north end of Millersburg. McRoy here for you for this soccer broadcast, Division III Regional Championship game here on WKLM. And Melissa Patrick back at WKLM-FM.com, back at WKLM Sports Central, and also WKLM-FM.com. And, of course, this game being video live stream on YouTube today, courtesy of Claxon Communications, our team of Lydia Brady, working the board for the video broadcast today, and also working the camera today is Emma Marion, providing the video feed today for the video live stream on the WKLM YouTube page. Hiland wearing their white jerseys and also black numerals and black shorts and white socks. Grandview Heights, gray jerseys, white numerals, and also their navy blue shorts and white trim. All ready to go here in Boys Division III Regional Championship Soccer from West Muskingum. Ball goes near side, and near that 45-yard line with the Zeke Boddicker, as Hiland trying to work it from the midfield circle to the far side of Trevor Hostetler, going from right to left in this first half as Hiland. A pick across the midfield line, intercepted by the Bobcats, and rolled back near that midfield line area. They'll work it to the far end of the field, and cut off the foot of Grandview Heights and Keegan Carney, going left to right. Back near that 45-yard line. On the far side of the field, Carney's kick goes into the offensive end, and it'll be controlled now by Will DeVere. DeVere will work it backwards near that 30-yard line. Centering pass going to be controlled near the 35. That pass goes to the near side of the field, goes off the foot of Leo Marcelona. Back near the midfield line to the 50-yard line, controlled here on the kick by Connor Hayes. Centering pass back near the 30-yard line, goes off the foot of Gunnar Seinel. Back near the 50, they'll spread the field and knock it back into their defensive end to reset the offense off to the foot of goalkeeper Luke Clark Moody. His kick goes to the far side, goes across the touch. It'll be a throw-in now for the Hawks. They'll have it just across midfield. About 5 yards in, Trevor Hostetler will have this throw. Hostetler, the junior defender, he'll trot near that, just inside that 35-yard line on the Hiland offensive end from that far side. Hostetler lobs it in, goes to the far side corner to Kalen Howe. Howe to the far corner, gets the cross off, going to go wide right in across the goal line. Couldn't quite turn the corner, and I believe that was deflected, however, off of the Bobcats. And Keegan Carney, Hiland's going to have a corner kick. So already a corner kick for the Hawks from that far side of the field. Kalen Howe, top goal scorer for Hiland with the kick. Lobs a low-lining kick just to the right side of the net and deflects across the goal line. And that's going to be off of Reese Mullet, and the goal kick will go the other way for the Bobcats. Boys Division III Regional Championship Soccer coming your way from West Muskingum. Ball lobbed in the air by goalkeeper Luke Clark Moody, the senior. Bounces it near that 40-yard line. And be off of Hiland, the handball. Be indirect kick for Grandview Heights. Short kick goes near the 50. Goes off the foot of Leo Marcelana. Inside the circle to Jack Mullet. Gets a pass off to the near side of the field. Now corralled off the foot of Joe Kessler into the offensive end. Trying to tightrope the near sideline is Danny Claypool. Can't do it. Goes across the touch. Hiland's going to have this throw. Carlos Taparia, the senior defender, to throw it in for the Hawks, 10 yards shy of that midfield line. His throw in goes over to Corbin Miller. He'll be pushed right away. Direct kick for the Hawks. They're first on this first half of action. New score just about 3 minutes into this first half of play. Plays just about 10 yards shy of that midfield line with the kick. Will be defender Drew Nicely. He lobs it in the air into the Hiland offensive end to Corbin Miller. Now near that 35-yard line, controlled by Kurt Kaufman. Kaufman works it, gets a pass off high on the left, too strong as he tried to lead a pass for Reese Mullet, but across the touch instead. Grandview Heights is going to have this throw. And a throw it in for the Bobcats going to be Joe Kessler, the senior defender for them. Met the 20-yard line on their defensive end. Kessler lobs it down the near side of the field, near midfield, takes a bounce. Charging after is Will DeVere. He'll get to it. DeVere near the 45. Backs it up. Pass goes behind him to Kessler. He'll pound his kick into the offensive end. Strong kick near the corner. Danny Claypool getting chased after the ball. Can't quite get there. Bit too strong in that kick from midfield. Goes across that goal line. Hiland's going to have their first goal kick of this first half. One goal kick each way early on. And no score. 36 minutes to play in the first half of action. Now Hiland's goalkeeper and senior Wyatt Freeman will get set to kick this ball. Freeman's kick, low-lining kick, sails near the 30. Knocked back down off the chest of Gunnar Seinel. Gets it over to Danny Claypool. Centering pass. Now chased down by Will DeVere. DeVere controls it near the 15. And spins around away from the double team. Gets a pass off. And going to be a little tackle there as he tries to get that pass off. Near the 25, over to Leo Marcelana. It'll be a push called on the Hiland. The first direct kick for Grandview Heights now will take place just ahead of that 20-yard line on their offensive end. Lining the kick up will be Gunnar Seinel. Lobs into the air, inside the box, headed the other way by Drew Nicely for Hiland. Now crowd again on the long kick by Seinel, goes wide left. And goes rolling across the goal line, deflected off of the Hawks inside that box. So it will be a corner kick from Grandview Heights from the far side of the field. Their first corner kick so far of the game. And for them, trotting over there will be a junior midfielder, Leo Marcelano. No score early on, 35 minutes to play in the first half. Marcellana has the corner kick. And he'll lob it high in the air in front of the inside of the box area. Header goes up the air by Hostetler. Header again by Ellie Shapiro. Now deflected back near that 20-yard line. Header again goes off the head of Will DeVere to the far side of the field. Grandview Heights has the ball. They'll spread the field again and knock it backwards near that midfield circle. Corralled again by Connor Hayes. Hayes works his pass near the 30. Corralled by Gunnar Seinel. His kick knocked down by Carlos Taparia across the touch. Throw in now for the Bobcats. They'll have it midway into their offensive end on the near side of the field. Joe Kessler, the senior defender, will throw it in. He'll lob it near the 10. Goes over the head of Keegan Carney. In traffic, knocked away by Taparia again. He'll pound it back near midfield. And he'll find his teammate, and that being Zach Mullet. Knocked away from Mullet right away inside the midfield circle area, however. And knocked back into the Hiland offensive end. Mullet going after the ball. Sliding kick goes to the far side of the field. Goes rolling across the touch. Off the leg of Adam Narcellis, and it will be a throw-in for the Hawks. Hiland have about 10 yards into their offensive end with this throw. Again, Trevor Hostetler will do the honors. No score early on. Hostetler lobs it down the far side. Goes off the foot of Reese Bullitt, knocked high in the air, back the other way. Now goes sailing across the touchline, off the foot of Ellie Shapiro. Throw in for the Hawks once again. Right around that same spot, just across midfield, Hostetler lobs it near side. It goes over to Kalen Howe. He'll get a centering kick over to Zach Bullitt, knocked away. Knocked back down by Corbin Miller. Miller will knock it back to that right wing of the penalty box, knocked away by Shapiro, back near the 35. It'll be corralled on the kick, sent away across the midfield line by Seinel. Into the offensive end. Charging his way is going to be Gunnar Severe. That kick goes high in the air, deflected away by the Hawks and Wyatt Freeman. On that shot on goal to the near side corner and finally knocked across the touchline. Shot on goal for Grandview Heights. And great keeper save by Wyatt Freeman on that shot on goal by Danny Claypool. And that'll keep it a scoreless game. First shot on goal of this first half for either team. The win here for Grandview Heights. 10 yards shy of that near side corner of their offensive end. Kessler lobs it inside the box. And it's deflected away back to the left wing of that penalty box. And going to call that penalty on Grandview Heights. Hiland had the direct kick the other direction, their second of the first half. 32-40 and counting. First half of play, no score. Kick will be sent away by Drew Nicely. Luke grounding kick intercepted at the 30-yard line. Taken the other way now. Seinel works it near that box. Now pass goes to the left wing. Long shot can be near the net. Can be grabbed off the turf by goalkeeper Ian Wyatt Freeman again. Second shot on goal for Grandview Heights. And two keeper saves early on by Wyatt Freeman. He'll punt it away. Goes stealing this time high in the air inside the midfield circle. Goes off the foot of Leo Marcellana. Header again by Zach Mullen. Off the foot of Zeke Boddicker. Boddicker double team, goes down. Pass off, knocked away by Nicely across the midfield line, intercepted by Shapiro. His pass goes to the far side of midfield, and it'll be kept in play. No, it'll be across the touch off the foot of Keegan Carney. It'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. No score. Under 32 minutes to play. We're in the first half. Boys Division III Regional Championship Soccer from West End. Throw-in by Hostetler goes to Corbin Miller. Miller tries to keep it in play, deflected across that touchline off of his leg, and a throw-in now for the Bobcats. Will DeVere will lob it in. And working it near the 40 is going to be Gunnar Seinel. Gets the pass off over to Keegan Carney. Into the offensive end. Here's Will DeVere. He'll race it into the 35. Backs it up. Pass goes inside the midfield circle now. Goes over to Leo Marcellana. He'll lob his kick to the far side of the field in the offensive end for the Bobcats. And chased down by Hostetler. Hostetler will keep it in play down the far side of the field. Corralled here by Kalen Howe. Leads his pass across midfield to Zach Mullet. Chased down defensively by Ellie Shapiro. He'll knock it back to his goalkeeper. Lobbed in the air by goalkeeper Luke Kirk Moody back near the midfield line. Chased down by Kirk Hopp, and he'll be slammed to the turf. And that'll be a penalty on the Bobcats. And Hiland will have their third direct kick of this first half. Ball placed right at midfield with under 31 minutes to play. No score. Winner moves on to the state semifinals next Wednesday against either number one ranked and defending state champion Cincinnati Madera or 10th ranked Worthington Christian. Long kick from there. Midfield going to be snatched by goalkeeper Luke Clark Moody just inside the box. So Moody will get set to punt it away. He'll do so. That kick, directional back near the midfield line. It'll be knocked down by Reese Mullet, who gets in there. He gets a pass off to his defender and teammate Drew Nicely. His sliding kick goes across the midfield line, knocked back down by Zach Mullet. And knocked off the leg of Leo Marcellana. Across the midfield line again, chased down defensively by Carlos Taparia, but it'll roll across the touch. And it'll be a throw-in now for the Hawks. No score early on. 2 shots a goal for Grandview Heights. But 2 keeper saves by Wyatt Freeman has kept this at a scoreless game. Ball lobbed in, knocked down, and a leaping header attempt by Joe Kessler, but he climbed over top of Reese Mullet, so it'll be a penalty on the Bobcats. 4th direct kick for Hiland in this first half. Placed that ball about the 30-yard line on the Hiland defensive end. And Hiland's junior defender Drew Nicely with the kick. He'll lob it into the air across midfield. Knocked down on the header by Shapiro inside that midfield line. That kick off the foot now of Keegan Carney. Deflected the other way by Drew Nicely inside the circle. Intercepted again off the foot of Connor Hayes. His pass goes near side of the field, corralled by Danny Claypool offensively. Now for the Bobcats, near the 20. Claypool to the 15, near the 10. His shot near the neck will be grabbed again by goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman. Another shot on goal, this time by Danny Claypool. And the 3rd keeper save by Freeman on the 3rd shot on goal by the Bobcats. Still scoreless, and Freeman now punts it away. It bounces inside that circle. Knocked down by Zach Bullitt. Stolen away by Ellie Shapiro. Works his pass down to the far side of the field. Again to Keegan Carney. Carney's pass into the Bobcats offensive end. Chased down by Will DeVere on that 10-yard line. Works it now to the left wing of the penalty box. Looking for some room. Gets a pass off now to his teammate near the 20. Now to the near side. It'll be crowd high on the right. And backing it up near the 30-yard line now is going to be Joe Kessler. He has it for the Bobcats. This centering pass goes to Shapiro. And deflected off the foot of Kalen Howe, now off the foot of Adam Narcellis, who works his pass to the far side. Lob kick near the top of the box, knocked back down, chased back down now by Will DeVere. Now rolls back near the 25-yard line. Corralled again by Jack Mullet. Mullet's pass for the Bobcats. He'll find Claypool. He'll lob his kick high in the air, goes sailing wide left, right past that goalpost. And it'll be a goal kick now for the Hawks, their 2nd goal kick of the first half. No score, 28 minutes to play. Boys Division III Regional Championship Soccer from West Muskingum. Short kick on the goal kick by goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman. And knocked away on the kick by Micah Coons near the midfield circle. He'll find his teammate Zach Mullen. Back over to Micah Coons. Coons' kick is deflected to the near side of the field. Knocked back down off the foot of Carlos Taparia. And corralled on by Jack Mullen now for the Bobcats. He'll work it about 20 yards into the Bobcats offensive end. His pass now goes to Gunnar Seidel. Leads his pass near the 25. And pass by DeVere, knocked back the other direction by Micah Coons. Knocked back down by Zach Bullitt. He's double-teamed. Hits his pass off, cut off, and now corralled by Ellie Shapiro. Near the 30-yard line over to Gunnar Seidel. Finds DeVere now high on the left. Long kick near the neck and be corralled again by goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman. Went for the long shot. Long, hard shot from the 15. And the 4th shot on goal by Grandview Heights. 4th keeper saved by Wyatt Freeman. He needs to punt it away. He'll do so near the midfield line. Header by Zach Bullitt. Now to the Hiland offensive end. Howell giving chase at the ball. He'll get to it. Howell with his cross inside the box. Cut off again by defender Connor Hayes. And scooped up off the bounce by goalkeeper and Luke Clark Moody. Play primarily on the Grandview Heights offensive end. Hiland opportunity there, but again cut off by Hayes defensively. Ball punted inside the circle. Corralled by Zeke Boddicker, now to Kurt Compton, knocks it backwards to goalkeeper, to a defender rather, Drew Nicely. He'll lob his kick across midfield, knocked high in the air by Hayes inside that circle. And a collision going after the ball, just to the right of that midfield circle, call that on Hiland. It'll be a direct kick for Grandview Heights, their 2nd of the first half. Right at midfield, they'll have the kick. With 26.5 minutes to play, first half, no score. With the kick is going to be senior midfielder Connor Hayes. Hayes lobs it high in the air. Near the 10. Leaping header by Coffin. Goes over to Reese Bullitt. Knocked across the touchline by Joe Kessler. Highland's going to have this throw. Carlos Taparia to throw it in for the Hawks on their defensive end. Short throw in goes to Zeke Boddicker. Stolen away by Jack Mullet. They call him for pushing off to do that. So Highland's going to have their 5th direct kick of this first half. Hiland, of course, won 1-0 in their regional semifinal game over Minerva, scoring a goal in that first half to secure that win. And for Grandview Heights, they had a scoreless first half against Millersburg that scored a goal in the second half of play to get their victory to get to this game. In the Grandview Heights offensive end again, here's Gunnar Seidel with this pass. Now high on the left side, gets over to Keegan Carney. Centering pass near the 20. Corralled again by Jack Mullet. Long kick near the neck, goes sailing too high and over the goalpost off the foot of Leo Marcelana. And Hiland will have another goal kick, their 3rd of the first half of play. 25 minutes to play, first half of action. It is No score. Short kick goes over to Hostether. He'll lob his kick near the midfield line to Zach Mullet. Mullet has it knocked across the touch by Shapiro. And a throw-in now for the Hawks. 10 yards into their offensive end. Long throw down the far sideline to Kalen Howell. A header goes across the touchline again off of the Bobcats. Hiland again has the throw offensively right around that 10-yard line or so on their offensive end. Trevor Hostether trotting over there to make this throw for the Hawks. Hostether runs at it, lobs it inside the box, over the head of Howell, knocked to the top of the box and corralled by Gunnar Seinel. Rolls his pass near midfield, racing the ball across the midfield line. Will DeVere, he'll have it offensively to the 30, now to the 25, to the 20. Stepping in front of him, Kurt Coppin. His kick near the neck, going to go wide to the right. Had a little look at that time of Will DeVere with that kick from that 10-yard line, but rolls wide right in across the goal line. Good opportunity that time by the Bobcats, but Hiland will dodge that bullet, and they'll have their fourth goal kick of this first half. Short kick goes to Micah Coons. He'll lob it. The low line kick bounces it near midfield. And a whistle blown going after that ball. And not sure what the problem was there, but it's going to be a direct kick for Grandview Heights at the 44-yard line after that whistle. Here's the kick. Lob high in the air by Hayes. Lobs it inside the box. Knocked inside the box and knocked high in the air, and the kick by Micah Coons to the far side. Sails back near the 30. Getting a foot on the ball is Will DeVere. Backs up near midfield. Shapiro steals it away. Back to DeVere. His kick down the far sideline. Now corralled by Danny Claypool. He'll work it near the 10. Still with it. He'll control it near that left wing in the penalty box. Rolls a centering pass off. Goes over to Marcelana. Knocked the other way, however. Back across that touchline to the far side by Zeke Boddicker. Here's the throw in now for the Bobcats on their offensive end. Sliding kick by Hostether. And whistle's going to be blown. He'll be tripped up. A direct kick now for Hiland. Their sixth of the first half. 23 minutes to play. First half, no score. Again, winner moves on to the state semifinals next Wednesday. Site and time to be determined. It's either Cincinnati Madera or Worthington Christian. Header back near midfield, corralled by Danny Claypool. Inside the circle, tracked down by Will DeVere. He'll work it near the 25, back to the 20. Now, that rolling kick goes high on the right side of Keegan Carney. Carney works it near the right wing of the penalty box. Knocked away by Zeke Boddicker. He'll roll it across the goal line. That means it'll be a corner kick for the Bobcats from that near side of the field. So Grandview Heights will have this corner kick. Their second of the first half. With the kick will be junior midfielder Gunnar Seinel. Nearing the 22-minute mark of this first half of action. And no score so far. Seinel calling time to tie up his shoe. Grandview Heights came in at 14-4-2. And Hiland at 14-5-1. Seinel with a kick, lobs it inside the box. Header goes to the opposite side of the field. Chased down now by DeVere. Knocked across the touch instead by Trevor Hostether. And let's see, it's deflected off of DeVere's foot. Throw in now for the Hawks. Hostether lobs it in. Leaping header knocked down off of DeVere. Knocked back down on the kick near the 10. Corralled now by Danny Claypool. His pass in the box, knocked the other way by defender Drew Nisley near the 35. Corralled by Zach Mullet. Stolen away by DeVere. Gets his pass off to Jack Mullet. Rolls his pass near the 25-yard line over to Keegan Carney. Leads it down the near sideline. He'll find Joe Kessler. Kessler controls it. Centering pass controlled again on the kick by Gunnar Seinel. Centering kick now to Kessler. Lob kick by Mullet. Inside the box. Knocked back down by Hostether. Chased back down now by Kalen Howell. And some contact. A little shove called on Danny Claypool. And a direct kick now for the Hawks. Their seventh direct kick of the first half. Under 21 minutes to play. No score. And that kick to the far side on the Hiland defensive end to Hostether. He'll slam his kick near the 45. Ricochets right back over to Keegan Carney. Centering kick. Now to DeVere. DeVere shot near the top of the box. Deflected down and off the foot of Trevor Hostether. Lobs it over to Kalen Howell. Now back near midfield. Intercepted off the foot of Adam Narcellis to the far side. Back inside the circle. Over to Connor Hayes. Back to Mullet. Now near side at midfield. Corralled by Joe Kessler. Kessler works it against Reese Mullet. Knocks it back behind him to his teammate as they spread the field to Connor Hayes. Hayes in the circle. He'll works it into the offensive end to Jack Mullet again. Mullet down the near sideline, near the 15 now offensively. His pass near side corner, chased down by Carney. Carney's cross off the foot of Zeke Boddicker. He'll knock it across the goal line, and it will be a Corner kick again for Grandview Heights, their third now of the first half. And the same guy doing it will be Gunnar Seinel to kick it from the near side of the field with now midway into this first half at the 20-minute mark. Seinel has the kick, lobs it in front of the net in a header back to that corner again. Back over to Seinel and a bounce across the goal line. He'll have the corner kick once again from the same spot. Lobs it again inside the box. Leaping header by Nisley. And header by Shapiro. Header again by Nisley to the near side. Knocked high in the air on the kick this time by Reese Mullen near the 40-yard line. Header goes off of Adam Narsalis. Knocked back down by DeVere. Controls it near the 25. He'll back it up near the 30. Knocked down by Zach Mullen. A little too much contact. And it'll be a direct kick the other way for Grandview Heights, their fourth of the first half. Placed that ball in their offensive end at the 25-yard line. And with this kick, it's going to be Jack Mullet, kind of a straight-on kick. Hiland will form that kind of two-man wall around the 15. And other guys kind of packed in inside that box area. Mullet with the kick, lobs it in the air. Near the net, going to be a grab by goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman. He got it in front of that net, but Freeman right there to snatch it away for his fifth keeper save. 6 shot on goal for Grandview Heights today, and still a scoreless game. Freeman will punt it away. Sails in the air inside the circle. He'll be knocked down by Zach Mullen. Chased down the midfield by Shapiro. Into the offensive end, he'll find Danny Claypool offensively again. Now defensively, Drew Nicely lobs it in the air at midfield. Leaping header by Kalen Howe. Knocked back down near the 30. And with it now for the Bobcats, the worker near the 20-yard line. Centering pass goes over to Jack Mullen. Now near side in his kick. Corralled by Keegan Carney. Carney works his pass high on the right side. She's down by Kessler. Kessler works it. Backs it up near the 15. Centering pass once again. Finds his teammate. And that's going to be Gunnar Seinel. Now high on the left with the pass to Will DeVere. Knocks it back near the 30 as they spread the field on that pass over by Narsalis. Back to DeVere. DeVere dances around and backs it up on this centering pass back near that 35-yard line. Over to Connor Hayes. Hayes back over to Ellie Shapiro. Back on the far side of the field. Now corralled high on the left. On the kick by Narsalis. He'll find DeVere again. Back to Carney. On the kick back near that 30-yard line. Finally intercepted by Zach Mullen. And back to the far end of the field. Back to Narsalis. He'll find Will DeVere, who'll work near the 10-yard line. Near the corner. Knocked away by Hostetler. Falls down, and he'll be tripped up. There's the whistle. And it'll be a direct kick for the Hawks. Battling for that ball inside the box. Hostetler stepped in front of him. Good job defensively by him, and finally tripped up. And Hiland had this direct kick, their 8th of the first half. Ball sent away on the kick. Back near that 30-yard line. Knocked back down by Zeke Boddicker. He'll find Kurt Coppin. Intercepted by Keegan Carney. Centering pass going to be controlled now by Seinel near the top of the box. Intercepted by Hostetler. Knocked away by Drew Nicely. Intercepted by Jack Mullet now near the 30-yard line. Knocks it backwards at midfield to his teammate in Connor Hayes. Inside the circle to Shapiro. He'll work it offensively now for the Bobcats. Back in the far sideline over to Adam Narsalis. He'll find teammate in Danny Claypool near the 30. Lost it. Goes across that touch. With 16.5 to play in the first half. No score. Placed at the 25 will be a direct kick for the Bobcats. And the kick by Seinel lobs into the air inside the box. Going to be a header into the hands of goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman again. Leaping header inside the box by Keegan Carney. Freeman again with his 6th keeper save of the game. 7th shot on goal by Grandview Heights. 16 minutes to play, no score still. Punt high in the air by Wyatt Freeman, bounces at midfield. And they'll call a foul on the Bobcats. Hiland's going to have a direct kick, their 9th of the first half. Placed that ball just shy, about 5 yards shy of that midfield line. And Drew Nicely will have this kick for the Hawks. He'll pound into the Hiland offensive end, low grounding kick. Goes right past Kirk Kaufman, can't control it. Gets the foot on it again, Kaufman sliding kick. And going to be a whistle blown. They're going to call that on the Bobcats. And Hiland's going to have another direct kick, their 10th of the first half. This time they're going to have it right in the middle of their offensive end, right around that 20-yard line or so. Spot that ball around the 25. Drew Nicely's going to have this kick, it looks like, again for the Hawks. Again, Hiland on the offensive end, right around that 25-yard line. And it looks like a player shaken up. Keegan Carney will have to check out as he trots over to the near sideline. Checking in for him is going to be Jaden Brown for the Bobcats. Also checking out Zeke Boddicker for the Hawks. And in for Hiland will be junior defender Sean Troyer. Hiland's going to have this direct kick on their offensive end. Zach Mullet now is going to be doing the kicking for the Hawks. Mullet with this kick. Lobs it near the net. Going to be just over the hands of the leaping goalkeeper, Luke Clark Mooney. Nice lob kick by Mullet. And Mooney had to leap up in the air to bat it away, so Hiland's going to have another corner kick. That's their first shot on goal today. First keeper save by Mooney. And Hiland will now have their second corner kick of the contest. Kalen Howe from the far side of the field. Howe with this kick, low grounding kick inside the box. Up the foot of Drew Knisley, rolls across the goal line. And off of Grandview Heights, they're going to say. So Hiland again a corner kick from that same spot. Now their third of the first half. No score, 14.5 to play. Kick by Kalen Howe. Bouncing kick inside the box again. Knocked the other way, outside of the box near the 20. Intercepted by Hostether. His pass goes to Howe in the far side corner. Howe's cross. Going to be off the foot of his teammate, Zach Bullock. Couldn't quite corral it. He might have had a chance to get a point-blank shot on goal, but instead goes off of his foot and goes across the touchline to the near side of the field. Good opportunity that time from Howe to Zach Mullet, but Hiland just couldn't quite connect. Here's the throw-in, near side by Kessler. He takes a bounce past Taparia. Off the foot of Reese Mullet. Mullet knocks it back at midfield to Taparia. He'll keep it in play. Back to Reese Mullet. Back near midfield, his pass goes over to Kurt Kaufman. Inside the circle, finds Sean Troyer. Troyer back behind him on this kick to Drew Knisley, who lobs his kick to the far side. That'll go sailing across the touch. We are still scoreless and 13:40 to play in this first half in a scoreless game. Ball thrown in near midfield, goes over to Danny Claypool. Rolls his pass to the opposite side of the field. It'll be tracked down now by Jaden Brown. Brown has it for the Bobcats offensively near the 30. Past Taparia. Stolen away by Corbin Miller. Miller controls it back to Taparia. Now the Reese Mullet on the other side. And a lob kick back to Corbin Miller inside the circle. He'll find Zach Mullet. Mullet had it. Gets his foot on it inside the circle. Knocked away. Controls it again. Zach Mullet with this pass to the far side. Kalen Howe has it now offensively. Near the 10-yard line. Inside the box. Howe with a shot. Going to be into the goal. Knocked in. Zach Mullet finds Reese Mullet. They'll knock it into the net, and the Hawks will take a 1-0 lead. 13:01 to play in the first half. Zach Mullet to Reese Mullet, and Hiland up 1-0 in the regional championship. Back after this on WKLM.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first third-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
The 1-goal lead. 12.5 to play in this first half. And boys Division III Regional Championship Soccer from West End. And the Hawks have struck first up 1-0. Hiland on the defensive end, throw by Carlos Taparia. Lob kick back near midfield, directed by Micah Coons, goes bouncing across the touch. In now for the Hawks going to be the senior Elliot Yoder. And ball thrown in goes by Joe Kessler. Header by Coons. And corralled now by Danny Claypool for the Bobcats. On the right wing, now corralled by Jaden Brown. Stolen away by Elliot Yoder. His rolling kick back near the midfield circle. Intercepted by Adam Narcellis. Back over to Elliot Shapiro. Goes near side with a pass to Joe Kessler. And up the foot of Jaden Brown. Lob kick goes right wing. Brown will track it down near that near side corner. Off the foot of Hostether. Rolls it inside the box. And corralled now by Gunnar Seidel. Back behind him over to Jack Mullet. Centering pass to the top of the box. With it is Danny Claypool with his shot. Finds a teammate with the Veers kick to the back of the net. It'll tie it up. Claypool to Will DeVere. He had a point-blank shot and he found the net. Will DeVere will tie this game up at 1 apiece. With 11:27 to play in the first half, this is Boys Regional Championship Soccer on WKLM.
When it comes to service of your farm equipment, your one-stop shop should be at Buckeye Farm and Garden. In their full-service garage, they can work on any construction tractor, farm equipment, or fleet service. And check out their shop for their selection of construction and farm equipment to rental equipment. Buckeye Farm and Garden will try to get you what you need to get the job done. Whether it's farm equipment, parts, or service, stop by Buckeye Farm and Garden, located off State Route 39 between Millersburg and Berlin. Check them out at BuckeyeFarmandGarden.com or call 674-0456. Buckeye Farm and Garden, your farm equipment connection.
Grandview Heights with the kick, lobbed near that 25. Header by Drew Nisley. Tracked down inside the circle. Off the foot of Sean Troyer. Lobs it across that touch. It'll be a throw-in now for Grandview Heights. 10 yards into their offensive end. Throw-in now by Joe Kessler. Gets over to Kurt Kompin, back to Elliott Yoder. Yoder will back it up near the midfield line. Chased down by Elliott Shapiro. Near the 35 defensively for the Bobcats. Luke Clark Moody, the goalkeeper, will now knock it back inside that circle. Tied up at 1 apiece. A goal by Reese Bullock, and then Will DeVere answered for the Bobcats on the other end. That pass goes over to Joe Kessler. He'll work near the midfield line area. Kessler inside the circle. And gets it over to Shapiro. Goes near side with the pass down to Connor Hayes. Hayes knocks the kick into the offensive end. Knocked off the foot now of Drew Nicely, who was sailing across the touchline. Reese Bull, that was his 14th goal of the season. Zach Mullen had his 9th assist for the Hawks, but we were tied at 1 right now. 10 minutes to play in this first half. Ball lobbed near side, near the flag, goes rolling across the touch. Just shy of that corner. And Hiland's going to have this throw in. Carlos Tapria will throw it in for the Hawks right at that flag on their defensive end. Under 10 minutes to play in the first half, tied up at 1 apiece. Ball lobbed in. Header by Kurt Kompin, high in the air. Knocked down by Elliott Yoder. Corralled by Jack Mullock. Mullock's kick to the top of the box. Knocked away off the foot of Drew Nisley. Takes a bounce near the 30. Lob kick inside the circle. Header by Ellie Shapiro. Header again by Hosteder. Back near the 40-yard line. Thazik bought to, I should say, off the foot of Highland's Logan Hirschberger in the game now. Back inside the midfield circle. Hirschberger with that kick. Knocked the other way by Sean Troyer across midfield. Intercepted by Joe Kessler. Kessler had it, stolen by Elliott Yoder. Yoder down the near sideline for the Hawks. Knocked across that touch. And it'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. Elliott Yoder with tied at 1 with 9 minutes to play in this first half. Time called for Logan Hirschberger to tie his shoe up. Now we're ready to go. Elliott Yoder lobs it over the head of Hirschberger. Bounces inside the box off the foot of defender Connor Hayes near the top of the box. Now to Kalen Howe. Howe's kick deflect off of Elliott Shapiro and knocked high in the air the other way by Keegan Carney back near the midfield line. Intercepted by Drew Nicely back to Hosteder. Hosteder's kick lobs it. There's going to be a header by Shapiro back near the midfield line. Stolen away by Kurt Kompin. Kompin's pass goes far sideline. Too strong and across the touch. Trying to find Kalen Howe, but instead a throw-in for the Bobcats. 8 minutes to play. We're in the first half. It's tied up at 1 apiece. There's the throw in to Kurt Kompin. Knocks it back near midfield. Howe will lob it into the Hiland offensive end. Off the foot now of Kessler. Sent the other way by Luke Clark Moody. Lob high in the air and a kick sailing across the touch by Connor Hayes. Actually, it'll keep it in play on the header instead by Will DeVere. But they'll roll across that touch. And now throw in for the Hawks. Going off of Colin Hodgebed on that play. And then Highland's going to have this throw with 7.5 to play in this first half of action. Tied up at 1 apiece. Winner moves on to the state semifinals next Wednesday. Site and time to be determined against number 1 ranked and defending state champs Cincinnati Madera or 10th ranked Worthington Christian. Throw in by Tapparia. Knocked down off the foot now of Gunnar Seidel. Finds DeVere. DeVere with his kick to the top of the box. Deflected to the foot of Drew Nicely. Intercepted now by Claypool. Claypool goes down. Stolen away by Hosteder. And the call whistle on that play on Trevor Hosteder. So the foul called. And I believe this will be a PK just inside the box.
Indeed, it will be a penalty kick, and a big call here as they'll have a chance for the Grandview Heights to take a lead. And doing the kicking is going to be Jack Mullet. So penalty kick with 7:10 to play in the first half. Jack Mullet. Here's the whistle. Mullet with the kick. And going to be to the left corner of that net. And it'll find the net for the goal by Jack Mullet to give Grandview Heights a 2-1 lead over Hiland with 7:10 to play in the first half. We're going to go to a commercial break. This is Regional Championship Soccer on WKLM. Whether you're shutting down the run or restoring the power in the wake of a storm, it takes pride, courage, and loyalty. At Holmes Wayne Electric, they salute all linemen from the gridiron to the power pole. Visit the Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative Facebook page as they recognize a lineman of the week each week from our local school districts. Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative, here for our community, proud to power your life. Your farm equipment connection. Play back underway now, a 2-1 advantage for Grandview Heights on the penalty kick for Jack Mullet to give them that 2-1 lead. Hiland led 1-0 at one point in this first half. Now they trail at 2-1. Into the front corner, the offensive end rather, is going to be Zach Mullet. Mullet racing down the far sideline, knocked across the touchline. Hiland was going to have this throw. From the 10, 6.5 to play in the first half. 2-1 lead for Grandview Heights. Mullet lobs it inside the box. Header by Ellie Shapiro. Outside of the box and off the foot now of Leo Marcelana. Lobs it back near midfield. And a bounce to the far sideline and across the touch. Hiland will throw it in. 2-1 lead for Grandview Heights. Here's the throw in by the Hawks. And Reese Mullet to the far side. Now Dawson Olson near that midfield circle. Knocked back down by Mullet. Ball goes sealing into the offensive end for the Bobcats. Then tracked back down the near side by Abed near that corner. Near the goal line. Knocked away from him across the touch by Highland's Micah Coons. It'll be a throw-in now for the Bobcats. They'll throw it in from just a few steps away from that near side corner on their offensive end. Joe Kessler to throw it in near that flag. 5.5 to play. 2-1 Grandview Heights. That ball thrown in over to Jack Mullet. Back over to Kessler, high on the right. Kessler's kick inside the box. Knocked down by Kurt Coppin. Back over to Carlos Taparia. Rolls his pass near side to Reese Mullet. He'll back it up. Mullet with it near sideline. And it'll go across the touch. Throw in now for the Bobcats. Joe Kessler to throw it in near that 20-yard line on the Grandview Heights offensive end. 2-1 lead for Grandview Heights. Lobbed in on the side of the box. Knocked down by Coppin. Bounces near the goal line. Lob high in the air. The kick by Micah Coons. Over to Reese Mullet. Now the Taparia, his kick off of Mullet. Corralled inside the box by Seidel. Seidel's cross going to be in front of a diving goalkeeper, Wyatt Freeman. He'll snatch it away. Bounce right in front of that net. Freeman dives on top of it. His 7th keeper save today. And it keeps it at a 2-1 lead for Grandview Heights, and Freeman now punts it away. 4.5 to play in the first half. Back near midfield, leaping header. Goes off of the Hawks and Matthew Yoder to the far side of the field and across that touch. Throw in for Grandview Heights. We'll have about 10 yards into their offensive end. Throw in by Narcellis. Header by Drew Nicely back near midfield. And they call a direct kick now for the Hawks. It'll be their 11th. Placed the ball just shy of the 35-yard line. There's the kick by Nicely. Sails in the Highland offensive end. Knocked the other way by Ellie Shapiro. Back to Carlos Taparia. He'll find Micah Coons. Back in the Highland offensive end. Knocked back down off the foot now of Zeke Boddicker. Boddicker finds Zach Mullet in midfield. Here's the kick. Lobbed high in the air by Taparia near the box. Off the foot of Reese Mullet. Works near the goal line area and going to be just across the goal line. And that's going to be off the Highland. So it'll be a goal kick now for Grandview Heights, just their 2nd goal kick of this first half. 3.5 to play. In the first half of action, a 2-1 lead for Grandview Heights. And the kick will be for senior goalkeeper Luke Clark Moody. Will do the kicking for the Bobcats. Lobs it high in the air near the 40-yard line. Takes a bounce off of Kurt Coffin inside the circle. Over to Olin Troyer in the game now, the freshman. Over to the 30-yard line, the Reese Mullen. Intercepted back near midfield. With the ball now, Will DeVere races it into the offensive end. Near the 25. DeVere near the 20. Double team. Now to the 15. DeVere works it to the far side of the field to the 10. Now to the 5-yard line. Spins around left wing of the penalty box. Centering pass goes to Seidel. Seidel controls it. Backs it up. Spins around. His kick bounces into the top of the box. Knocked the other way by Micah Coons near the 35. He'll find Matthew Yoder. Yoder will tap his way inside the midfield circle. Stolen away, however, by Leo Marcella. And tracked down by Zach Bullitt. Intercepted by Shapiro. Gets it over to Jack Mullet with 2.5 minutes to play. First half, 2-1 Grandview Heights. Bobcats with it on the offensive end near that 35. Pass by Mullet goes high on the right. Gets it over to Cullen Hodge-Abed. And now over to Danny Claypool near the 15. Ball lobbed high inside the box. Takes a bounce. Batted away by Wyatt Freeman. He'll snatch it away off the bounce. Some contact with Danny Claypool. Trying to get a foot on that ball as Freeman tried to get around him, get a hand on that ball, and he does so. He'll punt it away. Goes sailing inside the circle. Takes a bounce. There's a header back the other way by Hayes. Knocked down now off the foot of Gunnar Signing to the far side into the offensive end now for the Bobcats. To that far side corner. They'll work it left wing. Claypool has it inside the box. He'll be tripped up again. Trying to chase him down inside the box. Getting the feet tangled up. And there's a whistle blown. And it'll be another penalty on Hiland. And again, inside the box. So bad break that time for the Hawks. Dawson Olsen just trying to chase him down. Got his feet tangled up with him inside the box. And it'll be a penalty. And now another PK for the Bobcats. And this will be Danny Claypool who will have this kick with 1:36 to play in this first half. Here's the whistle. Claypool with the kick. And straight on kick finds the left corner of that net and it will be a goal. The second penalty kick of the first half, both leading the goals for Grandview Heights this time. Danny Claypool will have it with 1:36 to play in the first half. It's Grandview Heights 3, Hiland 1. We'll take a commercial break. This is Regional Championship Soccer on WKLM.
Fikert Concrete, located on County Road 189 between Benton and Holmesville, specializes in ready-mix concrete and state-approved limestone, sand, and gravel. All mixed styles are available, and you can count on fast, dependable delivery and competitive prices. Fikert Concrete has served homes and surrounding counties for over 75 years. Call Fikert Concrete today for all your concrete needs at 674-0038. Remember, for quality concrete, it's Fikert Concrete.
It's now a 3-1 lead in favor of Grandview Heights. They've gotten 2 penalty kicks in this first half after Hiland had led 1-0 at one point. 1:13 to play in the half. Here's a header on the defensive end by Micah Coons. Tracked down now by Zeke Boddicker. Rolls his pass to the far side to Matthew Yoder. Tries to keep it in play, but it'll go across the touch. Throw in now for the Bobcats. 1 minute to go in the first half. Ball thrown in. Leaping header by Will DeVere. Knocked down over to Claypool. Stepped in front of by Kurt Coppin. He'll roll his kick to the far side of the field. With 45 seconds and counting in the first half. Yeah, we'll be across the goal line, so it'll be a corner kick. This time with the kick going to be Leo Marcella. Their 5th of the first half. 30 seconds to play. Lobs it in the air inside the box. Takes a bounce off the foot of Kurt Coppin. Knocked the other way by Reese Bullitt to the far side. Chased down by Zach Bullitt. He'll race it back near midfield. Has it go off a foot across the touchline with 13 seconds and counting in the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half. Thrown in, header by Dawson Olsen. 3 seconds, and that will do it for the first half of play. Halftime score in boys Division III Regional Championship Soccer. It's Grandview Heights 3 and Hiland 1. We'll be back around for the recap of the first half for you after this on WKLM. Kick-off Black Friday pricing during the 35th Annual Harvest Sale, November 4th, 5th, and 6th at Millersburg Electric. Save up to $930 on a General Electric fridge door refrigerator with a new fingerprint-resistant stainless steel with ice and water dispenser. Plus, save 25% on all locally handcrafted Monarch brand mattresses. Qualified customers receive 12 months interest-free. Get fair stromboli from the Italian Eatery stand in their parking lot all 3 days from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. All at Millersburg Electric's Harvest Sale, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, November 4th through the 6th.
East Homes Veterinary Clinic in Berlin and Millersburg also owns Pampered Paws in Millersburg and the Red Rough Inn in Berlin. East Homes Veterinary Clinic is there for all your pet needs. Whether it is for veterinary services, grooming, or boarding, there is only one place to call. That's East Homes Veterinary Clinic with locations in Berlin at 893-2057, Millersburg at 674-5591, Pampered Paws 674-7297, or the Red Rough Inn at 893-2057. Stop in today.
You can never go down the wrong trail when you go to Millersburg Tire Service. They have the best brands, along with the most experienced tire experts in the area. When it comes to tires and homes in surrounding counties, pick the right trail and drive the Millersburg Tire Service. They've been getting the job done right for 68 years. That's Millersburg Tire Service, located off State Route 39, east of Millersburg. Call 674-1085.
If you're ready to upgrade the outside look of your home, then look no further than Diamond Coat Building Products at MRV Siding Supply. Diamond Coat Siding is built to last, and it comes with a 30-year no-fade warranty and 30 colors to choose from. Stop by on County Road 623 in Millersburg or call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
This is Raleigh Mast. I'm a fleet mechanic with Yoder Lumber Logistics. We are a truckload carrier and broker servicing customers east of the Rocky Mountains. We have a fleet of late model equipment specializing in flatbed and Conestoga freight. At Yoder Lumber Logistics, we take pride in offering our customers fast and friendly service at competitive rates for all their inbound and outbound needs. Give us a call today at 330-893-3131.
With tightening budgets and resources, schools face a daunting task these days, providing young people with all they need to equip them for the years ahead. Denko Marketing in Millersburg urges you to support our students and youth in whatever way you can. Whether it's the giving of your time and experience or donating items for use by educators, groups, or clubs, everyone can make a difference. Denko Marketing of Millersburg hopes you're giving back to the young people of today. Denko Marketing of Millersburg, where the business at hand is the business of home.
The Holmes County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau is proud to support our local athletes. Our mission is to help our members succeed through advocacy, leadership, economic development, innovation, communication, and maintaining our community's identity. Visit www.holmescountychamber.com.
Come to the Kaufman Realty and Auctions Absolute Commercial Real Estate Auction on Monday, November 8th at noon. Looking for a warehouse space or affordable commercial property? This could be your ticket to get situated in a business of your own. The main building is 82 by 78 with several additions, along with 10,000 square feet of commercial buildings. Located at 382 South Mount Anthony Street and 375 Railroad Street in Millersburg. For more information, contact Dave Kaufman at 330-204-6514. That's the Kaufman Realty and Auction Absolute Commercial Real Estate Auction on Monday, November 8th at noon.
West Muskam, and right now third-ranked Grandview Heights has a 3-1 lead over the Hiland Hawks. The first goal of the game came from the Hawks. Reese Bullitt off an assist by Zach Bullitt, and Reese Bullitt was pounded in with 13:01 to play in the first half. Hiland had a 1-0 lead at that point. Reese Bullitt would come through with his 14th goal of the season and the 9th assist of the year for Zach Bullitt, and Hiland had the early advantage at 1-0. However, that would be answered right back right after that, about 2 minutes later, with 11:27 to play. Danny Claypool would find Will DeVere, and DeVere would pound it into the net to tie the game up at 1 apiece. Then fouls kind of plagued Hiland in the first half, as would be a trip up inside the penalty box called against the Hawks would lead to a penalty kick for Jack Mullet, and Mullet would knock it in with 7:10 to play in the first half to give Grandview Heights their first lead at 2-1, and then another trip up inside the box would lead to another penalty kick for Grandview Heights with 1:36 to play in the first half. This time it would be Danny Claypool himself who would get that goal, and Grandview Heights would take the 2-goal lead, and that is the score at halftime. It's Grandview Heights with 2 penalty kicks in that first half. They lead at 3-1
over the Hiland Hawks. For Grandview Heights in the first half, they had 11 shots on goal. Hiland had 2. Hiland had 7 keeper saves, 1 for Grandview Heights. Hiland had 11 direct kicks in the first half and 6 for Grandview Heights. Hiland were 3 corner kicks, while Grandview Heights had 5. Hiland 4 goal kicks. Grandview Heights had 2 goal kicks in the first half. Hawks playing very competitive with this Grandview Heights team. You can just see this Grandview Heights team so quick. They have a lot of guys they can run in there. It seemed like Highland was kind of getting pretty tired there as that fatigue as that first half wore on. You can understandably so. And for Grandview Heights, able to kind of take advantage of a couple of mistakes inside the box, and that allows the Bobcats to take this 3-1 lead at halftime. Of course, the winner moves on to the state semifinals. And it'll be next Wednesday with the site and time to be determined against either number 1 ranked and defending state champions Cincinnati Madera or 10th ranked Worthington Christian. Later on tonight, reminder, we'll have a high school football, playoff football with Garaway playing host to Southeast. Airtime 6:15. Game time is at 7 o'clock. Of course, that'll be video live stream on Facebook and YouTube for later on tonight, as well as on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Reminder, this game right here, the soccer broadcast, is being video live stream also on YouTube today, courtesy of Claxon Communications, Lydia Brady, and also Emma Merriman providing video today as we go into the second half. Don't miss that if you want to check that out on our YouTube page or listen to us on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Dakota Patterson, Melissa Patrick back at WKLM Sports Central. Halftime score here in Regional Championship Soccer from West End. It is Grandview Heights 3 and Hiland 1. Back with the second half after this on WKLM.
Hi, this is Joel Gauss, and I'm pleased to announce the opening of a second Premier Pharmacy location inside Rody's IGA in Millersburg. That's 2 locations to serve Holmes County even better. Most insurance, including all alt care and primetime plans, will be accepted immediately during our soft open. Don't wait until your next doctor's appointment to start experiencing the Premier difference. We can easily transfer your active prescriptions from whatever pharmacy you currently use. That's Premier Pharmacy in Berlin and now also in Millersburg, your community pharmacy.
Beachy's Auto Care and Truck Center continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Weinsberg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Weinsberg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Weinsberg at 359-5421. Or in Berlin at 674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto Care and Truck Center in Weinsberg and Berlin. Stop in all this week for these great deals at Rody's IGA Marketplace. Get beef shoulder boneless English roast for $4.79 a pound, pork loin bone-in rib chops for $2.79 a pound, and russet potatoes for $4.99 each. They also have beef loin boneless New York strip steak for $9.99 a pound, beef shoulder boneless English steak for $4.99 a pound, pork loin bone-in country style ribs for $2.79 a pound, and ballpark all meat franks for $3.29. Don't forget to call 674-7075 for meat, cheese, and party platters at Rody's IGA.
Are you tired of wasting money on your home energy bills? Let Home Siding Contractors show you just how affordable replacing your windows can be. Provia has developed a reputation within the vinyl replacement window industry for having the best features and options. The Provia Endure and Aspect windows are as stunningly beautiful as they are energy efficient, and over time will pay for themselves. Call Home Siding Contractors today to set up your free in-home evaluation by calling 888-725-6619.
Home Siding Contractors.
Kick off Black Friday pricing during the 35th Annual Harvest Sale, November 4th, 5th, and 6th at Millersburg Electric. Save up to $930 on a General Electric fridge door refrigerator with a new fingerprint-resistant stainless steel with ice and water dispenser. Plus, save 25% on all locally handcrafted Monarch brand mattresses. Qualified customers receive 12 months interest-free. Get fair stromboli from the Italian Eatery stand in their parking lot all 3 days from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. All at Millersburg Electric's Harvest Sale, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, November 4th through the 6th. Tuning in for Ohio State football. We'll be joining that in progress right after the soccer broadcast today. So we will be joining OSU football coverage against Nebraska today, but right after the soccer broadcast is over. Of course, this game is being video live stream on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications, Lydia Brady, and also Emma Merriman, providing video stream coverage today for this regional championship game as we go into the second half. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com, and back at WKLM Sports Central, Dakota Patterson and Melissa Patrick. A reminder again, later on tonight, playoff football. Garrett playing host to Southeast. We'll also be video live streaming that on Facebook and YouTube, and also be on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Airtime 6:15. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock tonight. All ready for the second half of Boys Division III Regional Championship Soccer. 3-1 advantage for Grandview Heights as we begin the second half. That kick by Hostetler as Hiland goes left to right offensively in the second half of play. Bounces it near side, goes across the touch, and right ready all the way. A player shaken up, Ellie Shapiro, on that play near the 35-yard line. He'll be all right. Ball thrown in by Hostetler. Bounces it near the 20. Goes to Zach Mullet. Mullet near the 10. Knocked away by Shapiro near side. Now over to Kalen Howe. Back near side corner to Zach Mullet. Mullet with around the goal line. Has to split the double team, but stolen away. Ball knocked the other way off the foot of Gunnar Seidel. Back near the 40-yard line to Will DeVere. DeVere inside the circle now, going from right to left offensively is Grandview Heights in the second half. DeVere races it into the offensive end. His kick inside the box, and a grab by goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman. Charging after the ball was Leo Marcella, but Freeman got it before he was able to get a foot on that ball, and he'll punt it away inside the circle. Leaping header by Zach Bullock, but he climbed over top of Gunnar Seidel. And the whistle was blown. It'll be a direct kick now for Grandview Heights. 7th direct kick for them of the day. Ball thrown, kicked over the midfield over to Adam Narsalis. His pick into the offensive end, now corralled by Danny Claypool. Lob kick by Jack Bullitt. Back in the near side corner, goes over to Will DeVere. DeVere works it on the left wing offensively. Splits the double team inside the box, but knocked the other way by Trevor Hostetler near that 50-yard line. Inside the circle, Connor Hayes is there to knock it back into the offensive end for the Bobcats. Deflected the other direction at midfield by Kurt Coffin. Now corralled by Leo Marcella. Inside the circle is Jack Mullen. Back on the near sideline, his pass over to Danny Claypool near the 30-yard line. Lobs his kick inside the box. Leading it for Gunnar Seidel. His shot going to be off the hands of Wyatt Freeman, who bats it down. Now he'll pick it off the turf. Good job by Freeman again for his 8th keeper save today off the 12th shot on goal by Grandview Heights by Gunnar Seidel. And now Freeman will punt it away. 3-1 Grandview Heights. He'll bounce it near the midfield line. Goes off of Reese Mullet. Mullet controls it, knocked away across the touchdown off the foot of Joe Kessler, and a throw-in for the Hawks. Winner moves on to the state semifinals next Wednesday against either Cincinnati Madera or Worthington Christian. Now well thrown in, knocked across the touch again by Joe Kessler, just across midfield. Hiland has the throw. Carlos Taparia near that 45-yard line. And Taparia with the throw down the far end of the field off the foot of Reese Mullen. Back to Taparia. Stolen away now by Shapiro into the offensive end. With it now is Keegan Carney. His pass to Will DeVere near the 15-yard line on the Bobcats' offensive side. That kick goes high on the left now to the foot of Danny Claypool. Claypool inside the box, knocked away by Hostetler. Claypool gets back to it toward that near side corner. Along the goal line, stolen away by Trevor Hostetler. Knocks it away. Intercepted by Adam Narcellis, though. Centering pass. Gets it over to Leo Marcella. His kick on the left wing. Back on the near side to Jack Mullet. Mullet leads his pass inside the box to Gunnar Seidel near the goal line area. He'll back it up. Knocked away by Drew Nisley. He'll knock it across the touchline. And a throw in now for the Bobcats from that near side corner on their offensive end. Throw in goes to Jack Mullet. Lobs his kick high in the air. Goes sailing wide right of the goalpost. A leaping grab by goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman. Went up to get that ball. As making some contact on the play, Keegan Carney. And Freeman will now get set to punt it away. 3-1 lead for Grandview Heights. That punt goes sailing near the 45. Takes a bounce. There's a header by Jack Mullet. In front of Danny Claypool now, near the 35. He'll work it offensively again for the Bobcats. Claypool near the 25 to the 15. Stolen away. Now he'll have it again of Claypool. Inside the 15, his pass left wing. Inside the box goes to Seidel. Seidel on the goal line. His shot near the net goes off the goalpost. Ricochets across the goal line. Deflected, though, by Wyatt Freeman in the process. So that'll create a corner kick from the near side of the field for the Bobcats. That's their 13th shot on goal. The 9th keeper save by Freeman. Now their 6th corner kick of the contest from that near side of the field. Adam Narcellis with the kick. Lobs it in the air near the top of the box. Header in front of the net. Batted away by Freeman again. And now off the foot of Hostetler, who lobs it back near midfield. That was the header by Shapiro in front of that net. And again, batted away on the keeper save by Wyatt Freeman. Now it's back near the midfield circle. Rolls back to the far side to Carney. Corralled near the midfield line to the 50. Over to Jack Mullen. Into the offensive end goes to Keegan Carney. Inside the circle, back to Mullet. Lobs his kick into the offensive end for the Bobcats near the goal line. Rolls across the goal line. It will be a goal kick now for the Hawks. And this will be their 5th goal kick today, their first of the second half. 3-1 Grandview Heights lead. Just under 35 minutes to play in the second half of action. Low kick near the 40. Over to Corbin Miller. At midfield, the Zeke Boddicker stolen away by Leo Marcella. And they're called a foul on Boddicker, kind of grabbing his jersey. And it'll be a direct kick for Grandview Heights, their 8th of the contest. With the kick, going to be Connor Hayes, the senior. He'll lob it into the offensive end for the Bobcats. Left wing header by Hostether. Knocked down near the 20-yard line. Backing it up. Centering pass. Over to Leo Marcella. Lobs it back to the far end of the field near that 30-yard line. Now kick by Kessler. Near the top of the box. Off the foot of Micah Coons. Knocked back down. Over to Jack Mullen now. His pass left wing. Now to Danny Claypool. Rolls it inside the box. And gets it over to Gunnar Seidel near that goal line. Battling for it. Gets it. Seidel with that cross. Knocked off the foot of Drew Nicely. He'll knock it back near that corner area and across the touch. Near that near side corner flag. And with it now going to be Adam Narcellis. And he will throw it in right at that flag at that corner. Narcellis lobs it inside the box, knocked high in the air. The kick goes sailing over the goalpost off the foot of Grandview Heights' Colin Hodge-Abed, the senior defender. And it will be a goal kick now for the Hawks. Their 6th of the contest. 33 minutes to play, second half, a 3-1 Grandview Heights lead in the regional championship. Goal kick by goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman. Low lining kick near the 35, knocked down by Zeke Boddicker. Rolls his pass to Kalen Howe. He'll lob it into the Hiland offensive end. Chased after the ball, Zach Mullet. Battling for it, he'll get to it on the right wing. Mullet inside the box. And sliding kick off the foot of Shapiro. The crowd wanted a triple on that call, as Hiland got called for 2 fouls inside the box in their first half, but no penalty. Into the side of the corner, near the goal line, goes across the goal line, and Hiland players, Zach Bullitt, asking why that trip was not called. Again, 2 trips called against Hawks in the first half led to 2 penalty kicks, but no whistle that time by the official. And Hiland's going to have the corner kick from the near side. 4th corner kick today for the Hawks. Here's the kick by Kalen Howe. No bouncing kick inside the box, knocked back near side, knocked down off the chest of Howe. Lobs the kick in the side of the box again, a header. Outside of the box, takes a bounce. Kurt Koppa going after the ball. Knocked down now by Seidel. Works it near that 30-yard line. 2 players crash into each other, and a ball lobbed near side to Kalen Howe. Howe works it past one player, going to be knocked across the touchline, goes off the foot of Adam Narcellis and across the touch. Hiland's going to have this throw. 3-1 Grandview Heights. Trevor Hostether near that 20-yard line. Lobs it offensively to the right wing inside the box. Header by Shapiro. Takes a bounce over the head of Kurt Koppen. He'll head it near the 35, the Carlos Taparia. Whistle blown on that play. And a push called on Grandview Heights, it looks like. Hiland's going to have this direct kick. Their 12th of the contest. 3-1 Grandview Heights. 31 and a half to play in this second half of action. Drew Nicely near the 40-yard line with this kick. Low line kick near the top of the box. Passes inside the box. Knocked away. Chased down now by Leo Narcella. His kick deflected off the leg of Zeke Boddicker. Goes ricocheting across the touchline. And a throw in for the Bobcats. Actually, they'll keep it in play. Excuse me. A throw in on their side. Goes over to Leo Narcella. Lob kick at midfield into the offensive end to Will DeVere. DeVere's kick. Bounces it near the 10-yard line. Knocked high in the air by Micah Coons. Coons keeps it in play. Good job by him near that 10. Coons lobs it near the 40-yard line. Gets over to Reese Mullet. Stolen away on the kick by Narcella. And whistle blown. Going after the ball. And a trip called against Reese Mullet. Direct kick now for Grandview Heights, their 9th of the contest. Place the ball just ahead of the 40-yard line on the Grandview Heights offensive end. 3-1 Grandview Heights lead. Here's the kick by Narcella. Lobs it Inside the box, into the hands of goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman. He'll wing a pass to the near side of the field. He'll get it over to Kalen Howe. Across midfield, over to Zach Bullitt, knocked away by Ellie Shapiro to his goalkeeper, and Luke Clark Moody. His kick knocked back down. Over to Reese Bullitt, back over to Zeke Boddicker near the 25. Boddicker past one defender, works it, his pass to Zach Bullitt. Ricochets near side, chased down by Kalen Howe again. Howe has it on the offensive end for the Hawks near the corner. Howe, tightrope that near sideline a little too much, and the official says he went to across that touch. So throw in here for the Bobcats. Under 30 minutes to play in the second half, a 3-1 lead for Grandview Heights. Throw in by Adam Narsalis. Header by Trevor Hostetler. He'll find Corbin Miller. Back near midfield over to Drew Dynasty. He'll lob it high in the air until the Hiland offensive end. Knocked back down over to the direction of Leo Marsala. Across the midfield line where it's going to be chased down by Micah Coons, who knocks it high in the air. Back in midfield and across that touch. Throw in now for the Bobcats. 29 minutes to play. Second half, 3-1 Grandview Heights lead. Ball thrown in into the Bobcats offensive end. Header by Micah Coons. That'll go across the touch. Bobcats again will have this throw. With the throw will be senior defender Joe Kessler from about that 10-yard line. Kessler has this throw near the top of the box. That's a header in traffic off the foot of Keegan Carney. Knocked down off the foot of Gunnar Seinel. His kick near the 30. Corral on the kick back near that midfield circle. Over to Connor Hayes. Directs it off the foot of the far side, off the leg of Jaden Brown to the far sideline. And it finally goes across that touch off of Carlos Tamparia. And now a throw in for the Bobcats. Again, stays on their offensive end and be right around that 20-yard line or so. 28 minutes to play. Second half, 3-1 Grandview Heights. Ball thrown into the far side corner. Over to Gunnar Seinel. That'll go across the touch. Hawks going to have this throw. Joe Kessler's going to have this throw now from that corner. Lobs it inside the box. Takes a bounce wide right and across the goal line. Goes right across the goal line, shy of that net. And it will be a goal kick down for Hiland, their seventh goal kick here of the contest. Light goal kick by goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman. He'll find Micah Coons, who lobs his kick across the midfield line. Knocked down inside the circle. Chased down on the kick now off the foot of Jaden Brown. Lobbed up in the air, knocked back down in front of the circle over to Gunnar Seinel. Back to him, Seinel near that 25-yard line. Rolls his pass high on the left, back to Danny Claypool. Claypool has it near the top of the box, working against Trevor Hostetler. Knocked away by Hostetler, and now corralled by Corbin Miller. Miller's kick at midfield. That'll be knocked down again by Adam Narsalis. Near side of the play. Over to Danny Claypool. Back near midfield. Corralled by Adam Narsalis. Over to Ellie Shapiro. Shapiro works it at the 50-yard line, spins around, works it back to the far side of the field. And into the offensive end for the Bobcats. With it is Joe Kessler near the 20. Gets a pass off to the far side. Over to Keegan Carney. Carney controls it, gets a pass off. Lob kick goes wide left of the goalpost and across the goal line from about that 30-yard line. It will be a goal kick now for the Hawks, as they'll have their 8th goal kick now of the contest. 26-20 and counting, second half, 3-1 Grandview Heights. Again, this game being video live stream courtesy of Claxon Communications on the WKLM YouTube page. Lydia Brady and Emma Merriman providing full video of this game today. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Dakota Patterson and Melissa Patrick back at WKLM Sports Central. Trevor Hostetler will have this throw for the Hawks. Under 26 minutes to play, second half, a 3-1 Grandview Heights lead. Thrown in by Hostetler near midfield, maybe off the chest of Danny Claypool. Ball sent away by Boddicker near midfield. He'll find Zach Bullitt. Corralled by Coons, who will knock it across the midfield line. Over to Reese Bullitt. Cut off on the kick for Grandview Heights. Off of Connor Hayes' foot inside the circle to Gunnar Seinel. Seinel's kick pounded into the offensive end. Near the box, with it is Will DeVere. Past one defender, off the foot now of Coons. Long kick, going to be in front of the net. Knocked in there by Will DeVere. Will DeVere with that goal. On the attack, had one shot on goal, then came back again with that one, and that'll give Grandview Heights a 3-goal lead. Will DeVere giving the Grandview Heights Bobcats a 4-1 advantage with 25-20 to play in the second half. We'll take a timeout. This is Regional Championship Soccer on WKLM.
This is Raleigh Mast. I'm a fleet mechanic with Yoder Lumber Logistics. We are a truckload carrier and broker servicing customers east of the Rocky Mountains. We have a fleet of late model equipment specializing in flatbed and Conestoga freight. At Yoder Lumber Logistics, we take pride in offering our customers fast and friendly service at competitive rates for all their inbound and outbound needs. Give us a call today at 330-893-3131.
Play back underway. Grandview Heights again with another goal here in the second half. Will DeVere cashing in for Grandview Heights' fourth goal of the game. They lead it now 4-1. Under 25 minutes to go. Hiland has it on their offensive end with the throw will be Carlos Taparia. Lobs it near that corner. Goes to Reese Mullet. Mullet backs it up left wing of the penalty box. Pass over to Taparia near the 15. His kick goes over to Corbin Miller. Miller works it near the 10. Off the foot now of Joe Kessler. Stepped in front of by Carlos Taparia. His kick rolls near the goal line and finally rolls across the goal line for the Hawks. And it'll be a goal kick for Grandview Heights, their third of this contest. And it'll be goalkeeper Luke Clark Moody will have this kick. Goes sailing high in the air near the midfield line. Knocked down by Taparia. He'll snatch it away. Over to Reese Mullet, back to Taparia. Cut off by Joe Kessler. Pounds it across the touch. Highland's going to have this throw near that 40-yard line. Taparia looking. His pass goes backwards near midfield. Goes over to Micah Coons. His kick across midfield goes over to Zeke Boddicker. Boddicker controls it. His pick deflected back inside the circle. And chased down now to the near side of the field by Will DeVere. His kick lobbed near the top of the box. Chasing it down now going to be Colin Hodge-Abed. Near the top of the box to Danny Claypool. His kick goes sailing across over the goalpost. Another opportunity, but it'll be a goal kick the other way for the Hawks. Their ninth of the contest. Grandview Heights now up to 17 shots on goal today. That kick by Wyatt Freeman goes sailing near the 35, knocked down by Zeke Boddicker. Off the foot of Gunnar Seinel. Leads his pass over to Jaden Brown. Inside the midfield circle, Leo Marcella. Back around the 25. Now the Gunnar Seinel. His pass high on the left, back to Danny Claypool. And his pass near the 30. Controlled now by Leo Marcella. Marcella will back it up. His kick knocked back down by Reese Mullet. Back over to Sullen. Now back near the 40-yard line over to Connor Hayes. Hayes back to the far side of the field. Corralled here now by the Bobcats. They'll spread the field offensively near the 40. That pass goes over to the far end to Jaden Brown. Over to Joe Kessler. To Hayes. Hayes will lob a kick inside the box. Leaping header by DeVere goes into the hands of goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman. A little too close for comfort there in front of the net, but Freeman right there to corral it. That'll be his 12th keeper save today, the 18th shot on goal by Grandview Heights. And Freeman will now punt it away near the midfield line. Off of Zeke Boddicker. Off the leg of Zach Mullet. Mullet's kick into the offensive end. Goes to Kalen Howe. Howe on the right wing. He'll track it down to the near side corner. Howe's kick knocked back down by Hayes as it rolls across that goal line. And that will result in a corner kick now for the Hawks on the near side of the field. Hiland has their 5th corner kick now of the day, their 2nd corner kick of the second half. 21-40 and counting in the second half, a 4-1 lead for Grandview Heights. Kalen Howe will have this kick for the Hawks. He has 21 goals himself this year. That kick lobbed in the air inside the box. Header near the net goes shooting just wide to the right by Zach Mullet. Good opportunity that time for the Hawks on the corner kick, but Mullet just wide right on that header. So it will be a goal kick for Grandview Heights, their 4th in the second of the second half. Again, goalkeeper Luke Clark Moody with this kick. Short kick. Gets it over to Connor Hayes. Directs it to the far sideline, the Joe Kessler. Kessler will pound it across the midfield line off the foot of Micah Coons, who knocks it high in the air. He'll stay in play to Corbin Miller. Miller near the 40-yard line. Backs it near midfield over to Colin Hodgebed, who intercepts it. Stolen back away by Corbin Miller. Inside the circle. Knocks it backwards to defender Drew Nicely now to spread the field. Nicely's kick. Lobs into the Hiland offensive end. And knocked down by Zach Mullet. Sent the other direction. Off the foot of Adam Narcellis. Inside the circle. Off the foot of Sean Troyer for the Hawks now. His pass goes to Corbin Miller. Back to Sean Troyer at midfield. Lobbed in the air into the Hiland offensive end by Micah Coons. Header by Kessler. Off the foot of Gunnar Seidel near the 40-yard line. He'll race it across the midfield. Now for the Bobcats offensively. Seidel's pass goes near side. Over to Jaden Brown. Brown's pass back near the midfield circle. Corralled by Leo Marcella. Over to Connor Hayes. Hayes to the middle of the field near the 30. Dumps his pass off. Over to DeVere. Off the foot of Gunnar Seidel near the 30-yard line. He'll lob his kick left wing near the goal line over to Danny Claypool. He'll get to it. Lobs it high in the air. On the cross, going to be a header and a whistle. And I believe the offsides call there going to be indirect kick for Hiland the other way. With 19:35 to play in this second half. Clock stopped with 19:35 to play in the second half of action. 4-1 in Grandview Heights. Again, the winner of this game moves on to the state semifinals next Wednesday against either number 1 ranked Cincinnati Madera. They're the defending state champions, or either a 10th ranked Worthing Christian, and could be either one of those two teams next Wednesday, where the site and time to be determined. And with this kick, goes near side the Trevor Hostether. Rolls right back across the touch. Here's the throw in. Goes over to Will DeVere. Hostether will knock it the other way to the opposite side of the field. Takes a bounce over the head of Keegan Carney. He'll track it down, lob high in the air near the top of the box. Header by Micah Coons. Takes a bounce over to Corbin Miller. His header goes back near the 40-yard line. Off of Hayes, now corralled by Leon Marcella. His pass to DeVere near the 25. He'll spin around near the 20 on the offensive end. His pass to Danny Claypool in that left wing in the penalty box. Claypool inside the box near the goal line. His cross going to be to his teammate, who knocks it to the back of the net as he finds Keegan Carney inside that box. Claypool on the assist on that play led to a goal by Jaden Brown. Brown was waiting right for him inside the box. And that goal going to give Grandview Heights a 5-1 lead. So Jaden Brown with the goal and Claypool with the assist. Comes with 19 minutes to play. And Grandview Heights now in command of this one, up 5-1. At one point, Hiland led 1-0 back in that first half, but it's been all Grandview Heights since then. Play resumes at midfield. A kick by Olin Troyer to Sean Troyer, sent away by Trevor Hostetler, pounds into the Hiland offensive end. Zach Mullet gets to it, works it inside the box. Cut off by Narcellis, off the foot of Danny Claypool. He'll work it back in the midfield line. Claypool's kick into the offensive end to Will DeVere. He'll race it inside the box. DeVere on the attack again. His shot there in the net going to be knocked to the back of the net. Is it a goal? Yes. Off the ricochet, DeVere got that last foot on that ball and knocks it in. So Grandview Heights piling on now is going to be the 6th goal of the game. With 18 and a half to go, Will DeVere with that goal. Over 20 shots on goal today. Despite the initial keeper save by Freeman there, he will get another kick on it in front of the net, and they'll knock it in. So Grandview Heights, a 6-1 advantage. It looked like they're going to be going back to the state tournament for the first time for them since 2018. Play resumes, kicked by Nicely to the Hiland offensive end. Over to Kalen Howell. 18:20 to go, 6-1 lead for Grandview Heights. Ball knocked across the touchline, and it'll be a throw in for the Hawks. Trevor Hostetler trots over there to the ball. near that 20-yard line on the Hiland offensive end. Lobbed inside the box. Leaping header by Ellie Shapiro. Off the chest of Reese Bullitt. Knocked back down, now high in the air on the header by Jaden Brown. Tracked down by Sean Troyer inside the circle. And hit into the offensive end. Went after the ball. Going to be Danny Claypool going after that ball. Hostetler knocks it away from him. That'll go be across the touch. And a throw in now for the Bobcats. 17.5 to go. All Grandview Heights now. They're up 6-1. They'll have it right around that 10-yard line on the Bobcats offensive end. With the throw in for Grandview Heights will be Adam Narsalis, the senior defender. Short throw in near the goal line. Gets it over to Claypool, back to Narsalis. Stepped in front of, however, on the kick by Kaylin Howell, who knocks it across the touch. Throw in again for the Bobcats. As they'll have to back it up. Elliot Yoder now checking in for Reese Bullitt for the Hawks. Narsalis lobs it inside the box. Knocked back near the goal line. And rolls across the goal line. And that's going to be off of the Hawks. So a corner kick now for the Bobcats for that near side. This will be for Grandview Heights, their 7th corner kick of the day. And they'll come with 16.5 to play in the second half and a 6-1 lead. That kick goes sailing high in the air near the opposite side of the field. A header by Carney. Bounces it to the far sideline. Bounces now across that touch. So throw in now for Grandview Heights on that far end. Joe Kessler will throw it in. About 5 yards away from that far side corner. Kessler with that throw. Leaping header by Kurt Coppin. Bounces it near the 20-yard line. Intercepted by Hayden Raumer for the senior to the far side corner. Gets it over to Jaden Brown. Brown's kick. In front of the net, he actually rolls to the opposite side of the field on that cross opportunity, but instead across the touch. So throw in now for the Bobcats. With 15:40 to play in the second half, Grandview Heights a 6-1 lead in the regional championship. Throw in by Adam Narsalis. Inside the box to Danny Claypool. Now over to Tazio Pintor, his kick near the midfield line, and will be chased back down now by Zach Bullock, goes sliding down to the turf. He'll be tripped up by Connor Hayes. And a direct kick now for the Hawks. They're 13th of the contest. Again, we'll be joining, I should say, OSU football coverage right after the soccer game today as they take on Nebraska. A kicker to Hostetler, lobs it near the top of the box. Header goes off of Sean Troyer. Cut off now by Hayden Raumer. Intercepted near that 35-yard line. Ground on the kick now by Mateo Hulleman to the far side. He'll get over to Jaden Brown. They'll spread the field. A kick lob high in the air. Goes sailing across the midfield line. Bounces it near side. Danny Claypool working against Trevor Hostetler. Hostetler steals it away. Ball deflected across the touchline near side. And call a whistle as they held on to Trevor Hostetler. A direct kick now for the Hawks. They're 14th. 14.5 to go. 6-1 lead for Grandview Heights. Now the kick sent away by Drew Nisley. Header by Hayden Raumer. Goes off of Kurt Coppin inside the circle. Corralled now by Mateo Holloman into the offensive end. Chased down defensively by Micah Coons, who knocks it across that touch. Grandview Heights, the third-ranked team in Division III, came in at 14-4-2, winners of 5 straight. Hiland at 14-5-1, had won 7 straight, 13 of their last 15 coming in. But Hiland, despite taking the early lead at 1-0, it's been all Grandview Heights since then in this regional championship. Near the 30-yard line, the kick now by Mateo Hulleman to the far side into the offensive end. Here's the kick. Across, going to be a header, knocked back down by Hostetler, who stepped in front of that goalpost area. And now over to Matthew Yoder. That initial header was by Riley Aller. Now finally across the touch. So throw in for the Hawks. They'll have this throw, and actually a direct kick, should say, for Hiland. That kick, their 15th today. Direct kick across the midfield line. Sent the other direction now by Adam Narsalis. Back inside the circle. Header by Mateo Hulleman. To the far end of the field, now corralled by Joe Kessler. They'll spread the field on the kick by Hayden Raumer inside the circle. To Kessler. Raumer gets a foot on it once again. Rolls it back into the offensive end. Now over to Tazio Pintor. And back over to Hayden Raumer. They'll spread the field with the Bobcats once again near midfield. That kick into the offensive end goes over to Pintor. Into the offensive end. Trip up near that 25-yard line. Coffin going after the ball. Call that trip, however, on the Bobcats. Hiland's going to have their 16th direct kick today. 12.5 to go. 6-1 advantage for Grandview Heights. Sent away on the kick by Nisley. Bounces in the Hiland offensive end. Off the foot now on the lob kick near side by Colin Hodgebed. Matthew Utter has it taken away from him off the foot of Riley Oller. Intercepted by Kaufman. His kick near the 20. Sliding kick by Zach Mullen. And a foul will be called. That'll be on the Bobcats' Connor Hayes. Hiland will have this direct kick. Their 17th now of the contest with under 12 minutes to go. Trevor Hostetter from that 20-yard line on the Hiland offensive end. Hostetter lobs it in the air inside the box. Headed by Elliott Yoder to the left wing to Matthew Yoder. Rolls back to the far side of the field. Corbin Miller will keep the ball in play. Knocked the other way by Joe Kessler near that 40-yard line. Cut off by Jaden Brown. Now into the offensive end for the Bobcats. They'll have it near the 20-yard line to the 10. Knocked off the foot of Micah Coons, who rolls it near that far side corner. Nearing the 11-minute mark of the second half. New goalkeeper will check in now for Grandview Heights. So checking out will be Luke Clark Moody. Checking in will be Ryan Livingston Sanders, the freshman goalkeeper now, with them having this 5-goal advantage. Ball lobbed in the air near the top of the box. Rolls inside the box and rolls wide right and across the goal line. They'll be off of the Bobcats. Hiland will have now their 10th goal kick today. Wyatt Freeman with that short kick to Drew Nisley. Nisley's rolling kick gets it over to the direction of Dawson Olson, the senior. He'll work it inside the circle. Olson's kick into the Hiland offensive end. She's down defensively on the kick by Colin Hodgebed to his goalkeeper and Ryan Livingston Sanders. Sanders' kick back near the 35 to the 40. And off the foot of a diving Hayden Raumer. Now knocked across the midfield line. Coons will get to it for Hiland defensively. And finally goes across that touch. That'll be off of the Bobcats as we near the 10-minute mark of the second half. 6-1 lead in favor of Grandview Heights. Adding on 3 more goals in the second half. After that 3-1 halftime advantage. That kick near the midfield circle goes to Raumer. Knocks it back at midfield. Here's the kick by Hodgebed. Over to Tazio Pintor. Into the offensive end. Knocked the other way by Micah Coons inside the circle to Zach Mullen. Mullen works it near side of the field, near the 40. To Trevor Hostetter. Has it deflected away. Knocked high in the air now on the kick by Drew Nisley. Over the head of Matthew Yoder. His header goes to Zach Mullen. See, Mullen was holding down the Grandview Heights player, so it'll be a direct kick for Grandview Heights, their 10th of the game. About 10 yards shy of that midfield line on their defensive end. The kick now by Connor Hayes. Inside the circle to Hodgebed. He'll knock it into the offensive end for the Bobcats. Header by Micah Coons. Going after that ball. We're going to call a push in the process on Tazio Pintor. It'll be a direct kick for Hiland, now up to 18 direct kicks on the day. 8:40 to play in counting. Second half, a 6-1 lead for Grandview Heights. They'll be taking on either Worthington Christian or Cincinnati Madera in the state semifinals next Wednesday. Into the offensive end, here's Elliott Yoder, who has it stolen away. Back over to Raumer, stolen away now by Kurt Coppin inside the circle. That pass goes near side. Knocked back down by Trevor Hostetter. Hostetter to the 35, backs it up, spins around. His kick goes rolling across that touchline. Throw in now for the Bobcats.
as we near the 8-minute mark of the second half. With this throw in, going to be Graham Nelson, the sophomore defender, in for Grandview Heights. His kick going to be off the chest of Dawson Olson. Gets it over to Olin Troyer. Works it inside the midfield circle. Now to Drew Nicely. Back to Olin Troyer inside the circle. Troyer's kick over to Micah Coons, who will knock it into the Hiland offensive end. Long kick bounces to the 10-yard line on the Hiland offensive side. Nobody else around that ball but goalkeeper Ryan Livingston-Sanders. He'll roll his kick across that touch. With 7.5 to go. 6-1 lead for Grandview Heights is now checking in, replacing Micah Coons for the Hawks. Is going to be sophomore defender Alex Jones. Micah Coons, the outstanding senior defender for the Hawks. His career will be coming to a close, but another outstanding career for Micah Coons for Hiland. And that ball on the far sideline to Elliott Yoder, left wing. Deflected way across that touchline. And a throw in now for the Bobcats. Under 7 minutes to go. That throw in going to be a header by Kurt Kaufman. And corral now for Zach Busamy inside the midfield circle. Chase down near side of the field for Grandview Heights now offensively. A pass goes over to the direction of Riley Aller. Off the foot of Trevor Hostetter, couldn't control it now across the touch. And it'll be a throw in for the Bobcats. Have it near that 10-yard line on their offensive end. Graham Nelson will have this throw. Lobs it in, goes off the leg of the Hawks that time, and Dawson Olson. Centering kick now, shot near the net, going to be corralled by goalkeeper Wyatt Freeman on that shot from the top of the box by Riley Oler. So their shot on goal for Grandview Heights there. The keeper saved, the 14th today by Wyatt Freeman. He'll punt it away inside the circle. 6-1 lead for Grandview Heights. Off the chest of Elliott Yoder inside the circle. That pass to Olin Troyer. Troyer double team, works it near the 40-yard line. Now to the 35. He's double team to the 30. Gets away from it. Troyer with this pass goes to Elliott Yoder. Yoder works it inside the 10-yard line. Troyer from the left wing. His kick inside the box. Knocked back the other way by Colin Hodgebed. Header near the 30-yard line. That was off the head of Alex Jones. And now corralled by Tazio Pintor. With 5:18 to play. Inside the circle to Dawson Olson. In rolls near side onto the foot of defender Trevor Hostetter, who lobs it in the air. Header by Ian Freeman inside the circle. Now to the near side of the field off the foot of Tazio Pintor. Chased down defensively by Trevor Hostetter, knocks it back at midfield. Goes off the foot of Graham Nelson. Inside the circle now to Hayden Raumer. To Colin Hodgebed, rolls it across the midfield line. Now to Pintor near the 45 as they work this ball around with 4:40 to play. Knocked high in the air the other direction. Goes sailing down the near sideline for the Hawks. And Drew Nicely inside the circle. Gets it over to Hayden Raumer. Jaden Brown with his kick at midfield. Inside the circle. Corral here for Tazio Pintor. Gets a pass over to Graham Nelson. Back over to Trevor Hostetter. Back near the 40. Over to Graham Nelson. His kick near the top of the box, deflected away. Chased down now by Jaden Brown to the far side corner. Brown's kick going to be cut off by Kurt Kaufman. Kaufman with this kick over to Elliott Yoder with now 4 minutes to play. 6-1 Grandview Heights in the regional championship. And for the Bobcats, it's going to be Mateo Holloman back near the midfield line area, cut off by Yoder. Off the foot of Dawson Olson to the midfield circle. Going after the ball, Zach Bullock. Can't get to it. Stolen away by Connor Hayes. Battled now, stolen back away by Zach Bullock. He'll take it the other direction, near the 20. Bullock's kick inside the box. Goes right past Matthew Yoder, but scooped up by goalkeeper Ryan Livingston-Sanders. 3:20 to go. Kick across the midfield line by Graham Nelson. And controlled into the offensive end to Tazio Pintor. Rolls into the offensive end. And ball knocked across the goal line, goes off the foot of Alex Jones. And it'll be a corner kick for the Bobcats from that near side of the field. Their 8th corner kick today with 3 minutes to go. McRae alongside with you in this Boys Division III Regional Soccer Championship. Of course, this game being video live stream on the YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications today. We'll be joining OSU football coverage after this broadcast this afternoon in progress against Nebraska. The ball lob kicked inside the box and knocked across the goal line off of Grandview Heights. At the foot of Zach Buscemi. And a goal kick now for the Hawks will be their 11th today. 2:50 to play. Wyatt Freeman now with the kick for the Hawks. Freeman, the senior goalkeeper, with a low-line kick bounces near the 40. Knocked down by Tazio Pintor. Into the offensive end to the 20, to the 15. Pintor lobs it near the net, going to be sailing off the top of the goalpost, ricochets to the far side of the field. And chased down on the far end, and finally across that touch. By my count, 23 shots on goal today for Grandview Heights. And they've cashed in on 6 of them. With 2:12 to play. And if they win, going to be whistle blown. Direct kick the other direction for the Hawks. They have 19 of those today. Hiland had this direct kick around the 21-yard line on their defensive end. Ball sent away in the kick by Knisley, sailing across the midfield line. Off the leg of Ian Freeman. Lobs it high in the air. Off the foot of Knisley. Ian sent back the other way into the Hiland offensive end. He'll take a bounce across the touch, however, and a throw in for the Bobcats. With a minute and a half to go. Colin Hodge-Abed, defensive end, now kicked by Raumer. Near the midfield line over to Tazio Pintor. He'll work it offensively. Pintor near the 30, to the 20, now to the 10-yard line offensively. Just outside of the box. Pintor still with it. His kick near the 20-yard line. Gets it over to teammate Mateo Holloman, but knocked away. Back near midfield inside the circle. Goes off the leg of Logan Hirschberger. With 1 minute to play. And Teddy Murphy to the far end. Knocked off the foot down the far side of the field into the offensive end for the Bobcats again to the corner. They're working inside the box. Stolen away now by Alex Jones, who knocks it to the far side. I believe that'll go across the goal line with 40 seconds to play, and they'll have a corner kick with the Bobcats. As we near to the end of this contest in this regional championship game. Here's the kick. Goes sailing high in the air. Takes a bounce just outside of the box. On the goal line. Kick by Pintor. Knocked the other way. Lob kick by Knisley to the near sideline. And knocked down, intercepted by Graham Nelson. Now with 12 seconds to play. And the kick near the 30-yard line for the Hawks. Rolls inside the circle. Final 5 seconds. Lob kick, and that's going to do it. And Grandview Heights will go back to the state tournament for the first time since 2018. They defeat Hiland today by the final margin of 6-1. And Grandview Heights, the third-ranked team in Division III, they'll improve to 15-4-2. They've won 6 straight. They'll take on either number 1 ranked and defending state champion Cincinnati Madera or 10th ranked Worthington Christian next Wednesday with a site and time to be determined. Hiland will end their terrific season at 14-6-1. The Snaps also a 7-game winning streak for the Hawks. Final score today in Boys Division III Regional Championship Soccer from West End. Grandview Heights captures the regional title. They win 6-1 over Hiland. Back after this on WKLM.
Are you having ongoing issues with your flat or low slope roof? MEB Systems of Sugar Creek specializes in flat or low slope roofs and has been serving the community and beyond since 1977. Whether it's tracking down or resolving a persistent leak, you are in need of a complete roof replacement, or you have a new build, MEB Systems will strive to find the best solution for you. They believe if a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems Incorporated today at 330-852-4333 and visit them online at mebsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all Holmes County athletes a safe and healthy season.
Won the play in the first half off an assist by Zach Bullock. Reese Bullock picked up his 14th goal of the year, the 9th assist of the season by Zach Mullen, and Hiland had a 1-0 lead. However, the Bobcats would respond with a vengeance as immediately coming back about 2 minutes after that with the goal was Will DeVere with 11:27 to play in the first half off an assist by Danny Claypool. That would tie the game up at 1 apiece. Then 2 fouls called by Hiland in the first half inside the box were 2 key goals that led on 2 penalty kicks in the first half for Grandview Heights. So a penalty kick came with 7:10 to play in the first half. Jack Mullet would knock it in. They gave Grandview Heights their first lead at 2-1, and they would never look back. Another foul called by Hiland on Hiland inside the box will lead to another penalty kick with 1:36 to play in the first half for Grandview Heights. That by Danny Claypool. He would knock it in. And at that point, a 3-1 lead for Grandview Heights at halftime. 3 more goals scored in the second half by the Bobcats. Will DeVere with 25:20 to play in the second half. He would cash in with the goal. Made it 4-1. Jaden Brown had a goal with 19 minutes to go in the second half off an assist by Danny Claypool to make it 5-1. And then Will DeVere would cap off the scoring with 18.5 to go in the 6th goal of the game and a 6-1 advantage and win for Grandview Heights today. Let's join the ceremony now for the runner-up ceremony for the Hiland Hawks on the field.
Now with head coach Scott Boddicker and the Hawk seniors and captains, please come forward to receive your trophy. Congratulations on an outstanding season.
Hiland again receiving that runner-up trophy on their terrific season. Kind of finishing out the numbers here for Grandview Heights. They finished up with 23 shots on goal today. Hiland had 3. Hiland finished up with 14 keeper saves, 1 for Grandview Heights. Hiland would finish up with a total of 19 direct kicks in the day. Grandview Heights had 10. Hiland with 5 corner kicks. Grandview Heights had 9. And Hiland also had 11 goal kicks on the day. Grandview Heights finished up with 4 goal kicks, and the Bobcats get the win 6-1. Grandview Heights again with the victory, the 3rd-ranked team in Division III. They improved to 15-4-2. They have won 6 straight, and they will advance on to take on either number 1 ranked or in defending state champion Cincinnati Madera or 10th ranked Worthington Christian next Wednesday with a sight and time to be determined. Hiland, again, denied an opportunity to go to the state. Another terrific run for their team, though, to the regional finals as they will end their tournament run with a record of 14-6-1 today, snapping that 7-game winning streak. That'll wrap things up for us. Thanks to Claxon Communications for video live streaming coverage on soccer coverage throughout this tournament run. And today, of course, thanking Olivia Brady and also Emma Marion providing working the cameras today for our video coverage for today on YouTube. And also thanks back at WKLM Sports Central. Goes back to Melissa Patrick and Dakota Patterson as well. Stay tuned. We'll be joining coverage of Ohio State football as the Buckeyes taking on Nebraska. We'll have that already in progress coming your way here momentarily. And, of course, later on tonight, we'll have playoff football coming your way. There will be a video live streaming that game with Garaway playing host to Southeast tonight. Airtime 6:15. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Final score one more time. Boys Division III Regional Championship Soccer from West End. Grandview Heights will capture the regional title. They'll defeat Hiland by a score of 6-1. So long, everybody.
Of the WKLM Sports Department. WKLM Millersburg, your hometown sports connection.